Are you ready?
Audio
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Harlan County High School, Coal Miners Memorial Stadium, and Needham Sailor Field. Mark Lawson here tonight with you, along with my co-host, Mr. Britt Lawson. Good to be back with you this evening, Britt. Good to be with you. We're going to have a good football game action coming up here in just a little bit. The Knox Central Panthers have rolled into town to face off against the Harlan County Black Bears. And these are two teams, they're not strangers to each other. They play pretty much every year. They're not in the same district. They are both Class 4A schools, but no longer in the same district. I was talking a little bit with John Henson before and asking him, have we ever been in the same district? And he was telling us about how, back when Kaywood High School played football, they were in the same district with Knox for several years, which kind of, it adds a little more to the rivalry of this game. Anytime you have a team that you're familiar with, there's a little passion, there's some rivalry, and we're looking to have a good football game here this evening. Harlan County, as we know, they come in to this game with a record of 1-2. They won their first game against South Laurel and then lost to Hazard and Whitley County. Knox Central is coming into the game with a record of 2-1. I will tell you that with that record, they've actually only got to play 2 games. The South Laurel game that they were supposed to play last weekend was canceled due to a COVID cancellation. Their first game, they beat Clay County by 8. It was a score of 30-22, and then lost to Bell County at Log Mountain by a score of 22-14. So they lost their first game they won their first game by 8, then turned around and lost their second game by 8. And they've played on the road a lot this year so far. The first 2 games were on the road. They were supposed to have a home game last weekend against South Laurel. It got canceled, and now they're back on the road again to face off against the Black Bears. So I'm looking for a good football game here tonight, Britt.
I'm very excited. One of the best things about rivalry games is it's always up in the air, Like, even though one team may have the advantage, it's always up in the air.
And, looking at the 2 teams on paper, there's a lot of questions coming in this game. For Harlan County, we had several key injuries last weekend. Mm-hmm. You have Josh Sargent, who took the helmet to the sternum. We were worried he had an injury there. He is back tonight. He told me he would be playing on defense only. Thomas Jordan will be stepping in on the offensive role to fill where Josh Sargent had been playing. And, Thomas really exploded last weekend in the second half, ran for over 100 yards in the second half. So we know he's very capable, and we talked about last week, just his speed and his elusiveness makes him very hard to catch. And I think that can even add a little more to the ground game. You kind of go a little bit away from the ground and pound, and now you have 3 backs in the backfield that all have a little bit of speed to them. We had Sargent back there. He was just like a bull in a china shop when he was coming through, hitting the holes and blocking. But now we have a little different look in the backfield. Also, Will Casson, as we know, he got hurt last week, ended up with a concussion. His helmet came off and took a knee to the head. Number 69, Ethan Caldwell, is going to be stepping in for Will, playing on the line. Ethan, he's a big kid, good kid too. Hoping he does well this evening. And, Carter Howard came out for a little bit last week. I asked him if he was okay. He's good to go. And I talked to Jonas Swanner as well, and he's back and good to go as well. So we're trying to get everybody healthy. Looking like we're close to full health. Missing Cassim on the line is going to be a big difference. But, when you have a player that can step in like Ethan Caldwell, another big body that can push people around, it really helps your team.
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited to see how the offense opens. I think with 3 unique running backs, you're going to have a lot more to work with your offense, especially on the ground game.
And that's everyone's kind of known that's what we go to. Mm-hmm. We're on the ground, and even with teams lining up to try to stop Harlan County on the ground. That first game against South Laurel, they came out and had 527 rushing yards. I mean, it was just an explosion on the ground. Even in the game at Hazard, the final score of that one, we lost by 24, 48-24, but we had 278 rushing yards. And then last week against Whitley County, another loss, 42-16, but we had 349 rushing yards on the ground. So even when teams are keying on our running backs, we're still, with the offensive line and the push that they have, those, the big hogs down there pushing people around, we're able to get some yardage on the ground. One area I'm sure they're going to be working on is they're still working on the passing game. Having Swanner back is going to be a big help with that as well, because it adds some speed with your receivers. But I also was talking to a young man, Michael Torres came onto the team, and he's now going to be the kicker for the team. He played soccer. He's played soccer for several years. I remember him playing in junior high when my son played soccer. Got a heck of a leg on him, and I was talking to him today, and I was asking him, I was like, so in practice, what's the longest field goal you've hit? And he said, I've hit a 40-yarder in practice. And I mean, that's a weapon to have on the field. I mean,
for sure, that's a way to get points on the board.
Exactly,
too.
And let alone if it's for extra points. But I mean, if you can get to the 20-yard line, you can have someone kick a field goal. And I'm not saying they're going to try that tonight, but that's an offensive weapon you now have in your pocket that you didn't really have before.
Yeah, that could win the game.
And it takes a little bit of pressure off of Isaac Downs, who was trying to do a lot of the kicking duties. That young man, he's a lineman by trade, so it gives him a little rest from that. But as I was saying, Knox Central, they're technically 1-1 on the season. One of those wins did come from a COVID cancellation. That was the game they were supposed to play against South Laurel. And just some of the things I was looking at from their first few games, against Clay, they had 210 rushing yards and 151 passing yards. So they seem kind of like a balanced team. They're going to have a lot of balance to them. Now, in that game, they gave up 135 rushing and 169 passing. So once again, they were facing another fairly balanced team. Clay County is a team that we're going to be going up against soon, because that's another team here in our district. And so that's something to keep an eye on, and that kind of adds a little more for me to watch this game and see what's going to happen. Against Bell County, in that game that they lost up at Log Mountain, they had 76 rushing yards and 133 passing yards. They did have one interception that they returned for 45 yards. And in that game, to Bell County, they did give up 237 rushing yards, and they gave up 36 passing yards. So it seems like Bell County is kind of a team that might be built a little bit like Harlan County. They're a run-first ball club, and that kind of makes me wonder, how is our running game going to go tonight?
I'm excited to see that. What I love about Harlan County's backfield is, if the power game's not working, we have speed. You have Luke Carr, it's kind of a mix of both. He's got that power and that speed. You've got Jordan in the backfield now, who can, we need that speed. You've got DeMarco Hopkins, who, if we need that power. So no matter how the defense is set up, we've got a weapon either way. And now we've got Jonas Swanner to throw the ball to as well.
And I think that's even going to help Harlan County on the special teams side of things, because, if you have the option of both Jordan and Swanner back there, it kind of limits where Knox Central can kick the ball on kickoffs, because you've got some crazy speed back there. And, like I said, the first game of the season against South Laurel, Jonas Swanner caught the opening kickoff, ran it back for a touchdown. And then the very next week, we had the same thing happen to us with Max Johnson at Hazard. So, but it does add, and it does help this team tremendously. But I'm looking forward to a great football game here this evening, and it's starting to get that little chill in the air. It's getting to be football weather.
Best feeling ever.
I love it. You can wear shorts and a hoodie, and you still feel fine. It's that football weather that we're talking about. And I was talking to Coach McCurry today while we were at school, and just asking him about different things. And he says, we're young, we're learning, we're kind of learning as we go. He told me he's tried to keep a lot of the same offensive sets and defensive sets that he's had, or that these young men were used to. But he said one of the things that's key is you've got other people now filling into those positions. So being young, they're learning. It's not necessarily learning a new system, but they're learning the system. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting to see how things shake off here tonight. And I want to see how Harlan County responds. Bouncing back, they said last week Whitley County was, I think, 12-point favorites, 14-point favorites. And Whitley County came in here and they had a tremendous ball game. Excellent game by the Colonels. and they walked out of here with a win. And I'm hoping Harlan County can maybe shut down this Knox Central offense and do the same this evening.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited to see how their defense adjusts. I know these kids, they do not quit fighting. They're going to keep going, and they're hungry for a win. I'm excited. In a rivalry game like this, they're going to do everything they can to win.
Well, we will take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care LLC has 3 locations offering counseling and therapy to help your recovery from addiction. The Harlan location is 100 Professional Building, Suite 201, phone number 606-573-6650. Phone numbers for the other locations are Pikeville 606-432-5660 and Whitesburg at 606-633-4980. The 4th location at Town Mountain Road in Pikeville is specifically for behavioral health services. That phone number is 606-253-3045. Physician referrals are not required for service, and all major insurances are accepted at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
Hometown Urgent Care is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. for lacerations, cough, bronchitis, strep, flu, COVID, and RSV testing, rashes, ear pain, IV hydration, along with medication-assisted weight loss. Hometown Urgent Care accepts most health insurances, including TRICARE, Medicare, and Medicaid. If you're in need of medical assistance, go by Hometown Urgent Care, where they have the knowledge to heal and the compassion to care in your hometown. Located just off the bypass next to Family Dollar. Phone 573-9939. Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC. Harlan Community TV has served Harlan and the surrounding areas since 1953 and offers digital television service, cable television service including the basic package with 41 channels, expanded basic cable with 96 total channels, and the digital basic with 154 total channels including 25 music channels. Plus you can even get HBO, Showtime, or Cinemax, high-speed internet, and digital telephone service. Don't miss anything on TV with Harlan Community TV, the Able Cable System.
For over 80 years, Harris Insurance Agency in Harlan has been providing customers with peace of mind by insuring their homes and autos at affordable rates. But did you know that Harris Insurance Agency also provides coverage for motorcycles, boats, and recreational vehicles? They also have top-notch business coverage with sound and secure insurance from Grange and Progressive. Harris Insurance Agency on Eversole Street in Harlan.
Appalachian Community Care LLC has 3 locations offering counseling and therapy to help your recovery from addiction. The Harlan location is 100 Professional Building, Suite 201, phone number 606-573-6650. Phone numbers for the other locations are Pikeville 606-432-5660 and Whitesburg at 606-633-4980. The 4th location at Town Mountain Road in Pikeville is specifically for behavioral health services. That phone number is 606-253-3045. Physician referrals are not required for service, and all major insurances are accepted at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
For over 80 years, Harris Insurance Agency in Harlan has been providing customers with peace of mind by insuring their homes and autos at affordable rates. But did you know that Harris Insurance Agency also provides coverage for motorcycles, boats, and recreational vehicles? They also have top-notch business coverage with sound and secure insurance from Grange and Progressive. Harris Insurance Agency on Eversole Street in Harlan.
Memorial Stadium and Needham Sailor Field. Mark Lawson along with Britt Lawson here to bring you some action this evening as the Knox Central Panthers have rolled into town to face off against your Harlan County Black Bears. We kind of previewed the game between Harlan County and Knox Central that's getting ready to happen. Let's take a look at some of the other games we have going on across the region this evening. And thanks to the 13th Region Football Media page, Les Dixon and those guys do a great job on that page. Jonah Sparks, every week, he always posts some of the point spreads in the game. And I'm looking at a few of these games, and some of these really stand out to me.
Yeah, for sure. I think that the Harlan East Ridge game will be interesting.
Yeah, and it's definitely of interest to everyone here in Harlan County as well. You know, another team here in the county, Harlan and East Ridge. You know, according to this, the East Ridge is a 25-point favorite, and
that was kind of big when I saw that.
That's a different spread to me. I tell you what, they're getting ready to do the prayer and the national anthem, and I don't want to be rude and I don't want to talk over that. So we'll take you back to the station for another quick commercial break. And we'll be back in just a few moments on 105.1 WTUK.
Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, and let nothing stop you from scrolling, double tapping those cats, commenting on those baby pics. Save that yummy recipe, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Hometown Urgent Care is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. for lacerations, cough, bronchitis, strep, flu, COVID, and RSV testing, rashes, ear pain, IV hydration, along with medication-assisted weight loss. Hometown Urgent Care accepts most health insurances, including TRICARE, Medicare, and Medicaid. If you're in need of medical assistance, go by Hometown Urgent Care, where they have the knowledge to heal and the compassion to care in your hometown. Located just off the bypass next to Family Dollar. Phone 573-9939. Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC. Hometown Urgent Care is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. for lacerations, cough, bronchitis, strep, flu, COVID, and RSV testing, rashes, ear pain, IV hydration, along with medication-assisted weight loss. Hometown Urgent Care accepts most health insurances, including TRICARE, Medicare, and Medicaid. If you're in need of medical assistance, go by Hometown Urgent Care, where they have the knowledge to heal and the compassion to care in your hometown. Located just off the bypass next to Family Dollar. Phone 573-9939. Harlan Community TV has served Harlan and the surrounding areas since 1953 and offers digital television service, cable television service including the basic package with 41 channels, expanded basic cable with 96 total channels, and the digital basic with 154 total channels including 25 music channels. Plus you can even get HBO, Showtime, or Cinemax, high-speed internet, and digital telephone service. Don't miss anything on TV with Harlan Community TV, the Able Cable System. Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
Now, as they take the flag off the field, we welcome you back to Harlan County High School for tonight's matchup. The Knox Central Panthers facing off against the Harlan County Black Bears. Before they were doing the national anthem and the opening prayer, good job by Bradley Holcomb doing the opening prayer. And it's a time of remembrance right now, you know, with September 11th being tomorrow. Our thoughts and prayers go out to all the families and the people that were affected by those events that happened back on September 11th, 2001. And also want to just ask all you folks out there, please be praying for Shirley Blakely and also for Ethan Caldwell's mother. Both of these ladies have been battling COVID and different illnesses. And, you know, I know Kevin and his family would greatly appreciate you to be praying for his mom as well. And just ask you keep them in your thoughts and prayers. We're going to go back and me and Britt are going to look at some of the other games going on across the region. I'm looking at the North Laurel-Shelby Valley game. They have North Laurel as 24-point favorites in that game. And, you know, what I have seen so far this season, you know, I believe that point spread may be a pretty good point spread. North Laurel has a pretty tough team. They beat some good opponents. I do believe they beat Bell County to begin the season.
Did they?
And, you know, I know Shelby Valley. We went over to Shelby Valley for a scrimmage. We were able to win that scrimmage fairly well. And Letcher County Central went into Shelby Valley, and they came away with a big win there as well. Another game is Pike County Central at Clay County. They have Clay County as 21-point favorites in that matchup, and that's another matchup that we like to keep our eye on.
Playing them in a couple weeks.
Say again?
Harlan County's playing them in a couple weeks.
Yeah, Harlan County. Well, actually, Harlan County will be facing Pike County Central next weekend.
Okay.
And then they will be playing Clay County a few weeks down the road. And that Clay County game, it's interesting because they're in our district, so it's a game we definitely want to keep an eye on. One game that just personally interests me is Corbin at Pulaski County. You know, they have Corbin as 25-point favorites, and I've seen some people saying, you know, we can't count out Pulaski. I'm telling you what, Corbin is just unreal this year.
This is one of the best Corbin teams I've ever heard of. They're incredible.
They have talent all over the field. And Pulaski County, not to take anything away from them, but Corbin is just lights out this year.
Yeah, they are.
You also have South Laurel traveling to Madison Central. Madison Central, big favorites in that game, 42-point favorites. Lynn Kemp at Middlesboro. Middlesboro also 42-point favorites in that game. Middlesboro's got a tough team as well this year.
They really do. I'm excited to see how far they go. They're special this year.
You know, they are ranked right now, I believe, in the Kentucky State Top 10 for Class A, so they definitely have a great team. Another game, Pineville at McCreary County Central. Pineville's a 12-point favorite in that game. Pineville, they look like they have a pretty decent team this year as well.
They do. They've got a big line and a couple good running backs, too.
Another game, as we were talking about before, was East Ridge at Harlan. You know, I don't agree with that point spread. I know Harlan defeated East Ridge last year.
Maybe by like 25.
Yeah, it was a pretty lopsided score. And now they have East Ridge favored by 25. And I think that spread may be a little wide for that one.
Now, East Ridge is decent this year. I know they beat Floyd Central and someone else, so they do have a decent team, I believe.
Yeah, and we've really not got to see, you know, Harlan's only been able to play 2 games. They played the opening game against Berea, lost that one on the road at Berea, opening game. Opening games can always be tough, and it's kind of hard to judge a team by an opening game.
Yeah.
But they went to Jenkins and played fairly well over at Jenkins before the game was called due to technical difficulties with the lights and everything. Another game, Lincoln County at Bell County. Now, it's not often that you see a team traveling to Log Mountain to be a favorite. Lincoln County's a 12-point favorite in that game. And I know Lincoln County, I was talking to John Henson earlier, they're a team that's kind of back and forth. Some years they have really good years, some years they don't. But I don't know about that point spread either.
Yeah, I don't know. It is hard to win at Bell County. And I think they have a decent team this year, too.
They do. They have a good team. Like we were talking about earlier, they're kind of a run offense, kind of like we're set up. And it's going to be an interesting game to keep an eye on this evening. We'll try to keep you guys posted with stats as much as we can. Some other games of interest for me that weren't in the spread, just teams in our district. Hazard at Letcher Central. I'm going to be interested to watch that game. We've traveled to Hazard. We watched Harlan County play Hazard. So it's going to be interesting to see how that game plays out. You also have Cahokia, Illinois, traveling to Johnson Central tomorrow for that game. It's kind of hard to judge there. Johnson Central always has a powerhouse. I know absolutely zero about Cahokia, Illinois.
Yeah, that'd be
then
interesting.
Perry County Central's going to Breathitt County. Breathitt County's 0-3 on the season so far. They lost to Paul Lawrence Dunbar. They lost to North Laurel. And then one loss came due to COVID issues, I believe. Breathitt lost. But the Harlan County Black Bears are getting ready to take the field, so we're going to put our focus on the big helmet and let you watch the team take the field as the Panthers just ran onto the field in the opposite end zone. The band is playing, and you can see that helmet starting to move a little bit. I don't believe the team has fully arrived at the helmet yet. I don't believe they're all there yet. But they have a spirit line lined up, and they are ready to welcome this Black Bear team onto the field.
They are walking through the bleachers right now.
They are doing their walk through the bleachers, as they always do, and from there they will move on over to the helmet. I tell you what, this is going to be a great matchup to watch this evening as Harlan County and Knox Central face off. Some players to keep an eye on. I know the quarterback for Knox, he's a pretty balanced quarterback, Mark Warren, number 5, 6'6". He's a big kid. And
big kid.
I was looking at that and I was thinking, man, they have some big kids, but Harlan County has some big kids as well. Our quarterback's also right at about 6'6", Ethan Reimer. So, going to be. I tell you what, I believe this game is going to be won in the trenches. It's going to be who can control the line.
Yeah, for sure. And Knox Central is missing number 7.
Matt Elkins, we saw him. He was setting, he had shorts on with his jersey, so he's not going to be playing tonight. And he's a kid, we talked about Knox Central.
One of their key runners, I believe.
Yeah, he is. They have 286 rushing yards on the season. Now, their key running back would be, I do believe, Seth Tompkins, I do believe, is the main running back. He's had 20 rushing attempts so far on the season for 107 yards. But Matt Elkins was right there with 13 attempts for 70 yards. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on as well. Black Bears are now making their way into that helmet. We're going to see, you're going to see that helmet start shaking here in just a second. This is something I always love about this time of the year, just the cannon, You'll Never Leave Harlan Alive, everything. Just the atmosphere right now is kind of unbelievable. It's just a crazy atmosphere. Lots of fans in the stands this evening. As we had homecoming earlier, I want to say congratulations to Lindsey Browning on she won the, I guess you would almost call it the Maid of Honor. I don't really know what you call it. And then you have Abigail Saylor came away with the homecoming queen this year. 2 awesome young ladies, sweet young ladies. Glad to see them win those honors. You can see the Christian flag waving right there in front of the helmet as they're ready to run onto this field.
The helmet's starting to rock.
It's starting to move, and here they come. There are the Harlan County Black Bears, each player carrying their own flag. A little patriotic gesture for the events of September 11th. It's one thing I have always loved about this team. They seem very patriotic, and they have a love of each other, a love of God and a love of country. So that's one thing that I've always been impressed with. But we are almost set to get underway here, folks. Knox Central, Harlan County, coming up in just a few minutes. We'll take you back for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care LLC has 3 locations offering counseling and therapy to help your recovery from addiction. The Harlan location is 100 Professional Building, Suite 201, phone number 606-573-6650. Phone numbers for the other locations are Pikeville, 606-432-5660.
We wanted to bring you back real quick as we have the last 13 players for Harlan County entering the field with 13 flags to represent those 13 servicemen that were killed in the evacuation in Afghanistan. What a great gesture from these young men, each one carrying a full American flag to represent those 13 servicemen who gave their all for this country. Like I said, it's just an awesome display to see here, right here before, tomorrow being the day it is of September 11th. But just an awesome gesture from these young men here on the field. I've seen different teams throughout the country do different things to honor these men. It's just awesome to see that.
Yeah, you got to love this, the respect.
And it's one of those things, I don't care what side you're on politically. I don't care. I mean, we're supposed to have a love for country and a love for each other, and a love for God. That's what we're supposed to do, and it's awesome to see that.
And the sacrifice those men and women have given.
And they've done it so we can be free.
Absolutely.
Now we will take you back for a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back for all the action here. Mark Lawson along with Brett Lawson. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
9 great schools: Black Mountain, Kaywood, Cumberland, Everts, Green Hills, James A. Kaywood, Ross Point, Wallens, Harlan County High School. They combine to provide you with an outstanding school district. The Harlan County Public Schools is educating all students with excellence in academics, arts, and athletics. Thank you for supporting Harlan County Schools.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School, Coal Miner Memorial Stadium and Needham Sailor Field. Looks like the Harlan County Black Bears will be receiving to begin the game. Looks like Thomas Jordan and Gavin Spurlock are back deep for the Black Bears. So we are set to get underway, and I'm really anxious to see how our opening offensive series goes here, Britt.
I'm very excited. I'm kind of excited to see how this return goes, see how their special teams have adjusted. Still get lined up here.
Getting set to put the football on the tee.
Here we go.
And we are ready for football.
Adjusting.
A little squib kick now. It's going to be picked up in there.
Nice.
Bobbled around. Now picked up by Thomas Jordan, and he's being pursued by several defenders. But he's able to bring the ball all the way back to about the 36-yard line, where Harlan County will take over 1st and 10.
Not a bad return there. We'd like to see.
Especially after the bobble. The ball bobbled around a little bit, and he's able to pick it up. Looks like Hopkins is fired up there in the backfield. He's talking to his teammates, ready to get things going. And anxious to see how our run game does against this defensive front for Knox Central. And, it's no shock. You're going to see a lot of men in the box. They know we're a run-first team. And
they're going to scoot.
Looks like Tanner Griffin's in the backfield right now, leading the block.
Hopkins.
DeMarco Hopkins hits the outside. He's going to plow his way forward. Number 3 giving him congratulations for a good run right there, because he ran right over top and takes it out to about the 43-yard line. So that's going to be a gain of about
5.
Looks like a gain of about 5 or 6. So we'll make it 2nd and about 5.
Still line back up.
That was a good tackle there from that young man, Seth Tompkins.
He's a hard kid to bring down. DeMarco is.
Hopkins gets the ball coming through the hole, and he's got some room, and he runs across midfield. Finally brought down at about the Panther 47-yard line, it looks like. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Black Bears. Good opening possession right here so far.
I love the energy
Get that
right
first
here.
down out of the way, the first down out of the way.
It's good to see Jonah Swanner out there out wide as well.
It is. It really is. It's good to see Jonah back. You know, he'd been sick for a little bit. He was anxious to play. I know he wanted to play last weekend. His first day back was Friday, so he wasn't able to play. Glad to see him back on the field. This handoff comes to Jordan, and he's met at the line by a couple different defenders for Knox Central. Good tackle by those young men. Number 70, that's Hunter Messer, and number 12, Steve Parton on the tackle there. There's some of the defensive key players for this Panther team. Going to be maybe a gain of about a yard on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 9 now as Black Bears are breaking the huddle.
It's apparent they've got about 8 or 9 in the box right here.
Lined up in the same formation. Tanner Griffin leading the way. Hand off to Hopkins. He goes to the middle, and he's pushing the pile a little forward, and he looks like he made it all the way to about the 43-yard line. So he's going to pick up about 3 on the play, and it's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Not a bad run there by Hopkins. It kind of got congested there in the middle, and he had a hard time busting free.
Let's see what they'll come out with this next play on 3rd and 6.
Reimer gets back in the huddle.
Knox Central has some big linebackers.
They really do.
And some edge rushers.
Reimer goes under center. Handoff fake to Thomas Jordan and given to Hopkins, and he pushes his way forward all the way down to about the 38-yard line.
Did you notice how low Hopkins got right there?
Yeah, he got really low.
Feet.
And it's going to not be a first down. It's going to be 4th and about 1. Depends on where they mark. Nope, they say it is a first down. He did pick up enough for a first down, so it's going to be 1st and 10 now. I thought he was just a little bit short. It's kind of hard to tell from the angle we're setting, but first down for the Black Bears. And another good run there by Hopkins. Got low to the ground, pushed his way forward. And
yeah, man, I'm telling you, that's what everybody loves to see in a running back, is being able to get low and just drive those strong legs that he has.
Reimer goes back under center, looking around. Handoff comes to Jordan. He hits the hole. If he makes the first man miss a lot of times, but good job there. Good tackle from number 12, Steve Parton, to get him down, because I thought for a second Jordan was going to hit that outside edge and take off, but Parton ran him down. Gain of about 4 on that play. Going to bring up 2nd and about 6.
That's a good run by Jordan. Had a lot of space to work with, too.
Really did. He had a big hole made there from the offensive line. Those young men do an awesome job.
Yeah, they've got a good start. I love the energy from the offense. We've got the momentum so far.
And Caldwell out there on the right side, filling in for Will Cassom.
Jonah on the right. Oh, they'll go on.
Looks like we had an offsides or an encroachment penalty going against the Panthers. Good job right there by Reimer to do that hard count and make them jump. So that's going to move the ball up 5 more yards, and that's going to make it a very manageable 2nd and about 1.
That's good by your offensive line. They are staying disciplined there.
Yeah, good discipline, staying put. Because I'm telling you what, when you're down there, you want to take off.
Oh, yeah, it's so easy just to forget, even though you've just been told. It's so easy to slip your mind.
Harlan County heads back to the line. Reimer's getting ready to go under center. 7:51 remaining. It's been a good possession so far for the Black Bears, taking some time off the clock. Hopkins looks like he takes it down to right past the 25-yard line, or right about the 25-yard line. But that's going to be plenty enough for the first down for the Black Bears, and they keep this drive moving.
It's good to see. I love how they're opening up right here.
Yeah, being aggressive, hitting the holes. They're hitting their assignments. This one thing I saw Coach McCurry had talked about with John Henson and John's article on www.harlancountysports.com. He had talked about, we got to make sure we fill our assignments. Mm-hmm. We got to follow our blockers, and I was even talking to Hopkins about that, and he said that's one of the keys for this team is they have to follow their running backs. And somehow, I don't know how Jordan got away. There were several Panther defenders there in the backfield to meet him, so we're going to lose a couple on that one. So it's going to bring up 2nd and probably about 12 or 13. Good pursuit there from the Panthers. It was tried a little fake handoff there and then gave it to Jordan, but the Panthers read that well.
Yeah, it looks like the edge rusher just read the play.
That's number 34, big Gavin Chadwell. You hear his name a lot during basketball season. Heck of a basketball player as well as a football player. 6'5", 240-pound sophomore. He's a big young man.
He's just a sophomore. It's incredible to be that young.
Reimer back under center. Pitches to Jordan. Lead blockers followed him.
Oh.
But he is tackled there by number 12, Steve Parton. And couldn't tell who else that was on the tackle. I believe it was number 2, Caden Collins, in on that tackle as well. Good pursuit by them.
A lot of speed right there. Not a lot of people can catch Jordan like that.
Another 2-yard loss. So now we're looking at 3rd and 15. Having our drive stalled. We've done a good job of clock management. 6:11 remaining now in the first quarter. This is the opening possession. We've already taken half of the first quarter away in this possession. You don't want this drive to stop right now.
That's what Harlan County wants to do, is to chew that clock and get points on the board with the way they play. I believe a timeout.
We have a timeout now from Harlan County. A couple score updates I have to pass along to you is Bell County is now leading Lincoln County 14-0, and Corbin is up on Pulaski 7-0. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. Your score here is still 0-0. Harlan County on their opening drive. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Harlan County coming out of the timeout. Mark Lawson along with Britt Lawson here. Will Cassim talking to his boys down there. Not able to be in the game, but he's trying to fire them up down there on the offensive line.
Yeah, for sure. I know he wants to be out there.
Still 0-0. 5:50 now remaining here in the first quarter. Harlan County facing a 3rd and 15.
They've got doubles on the right side here, Harlan County does.
Ethan Reimer's going back to pass. He's scrambling, looking for someone. He has no one to get. He's going to be sacked. Had no one get open. He's going to be sacked. And it's going to back us back up to the 35-yard line and make it 4th and very long.
And Jordan and Swanner out deep.
I do want to thank Bluegrass Rivals as well as Paula Hall for keeping us updated on these scores from across the region. Seemed like Reimer had quite a bit of time there. It's just it's none of the receivers could break free.
No, he tried to get some extra time there as well.
So Jared Reimer comes back into the line, and it looks like someone else is going out wide. Thomas Jordan and Jonas Swanner both deep. They're throwing it up for Swanner to see if he can do something with it. He goes up. There's going to be a flag on the play. He was going up for the pass, and you almost feel bad for the defender there, Seth Tompkins. He's trying to run the route, but he runs into the receiver, and it's going to be an automatic flag on the play.
That'll bring them up several yards.
That should be a 15-yard penalty, I think, is the way they do it here in high school. So that's going to make it now a more manageable 4th and 5. Another score to pass along to you now. Eastridge is over Harlan 8-0 right now in the first.
They will.
So now it's going to be 4th and 5 from about the 20-yard line. So this is a much more manageable 4th down possession than 4th and 20.
Yeah, for sure. They should be able to get something here.
Reimer over talking to his coach, trying to figure out what to do. Clock stopped on that play. 4:48 remaining here in the first quarter.
They've got Jared Reimer in.
And it looks like Harlan County is going to take another timeout and talk things over. I think they know the importance of this possession, trying to get some points on the board to start this game. Like I said, they've held this ball the entire quarter so far. So we'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, PhD, LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Score still stands at 0-0 with 4:48 remaining here in the first quarter. A big 4th down and 5 here for the Black Bears. Reimer checking his receivers to the left. You have Swanner, and I do believe that is Gavin Spurlock wide to the left. 2 runners in the backfield. He's going to pass it here to Swanner, and good read there from Knox Central. Good read from Caden Collins, and it looked like number 30, Braden Hembry. So they stop him just short of the first down marker, and it's going to be a turnover on downs now, and the ball is going to go over to the Panthers for their first possession of the game so far. Well, looks not a bad little screenplay right there. Knox Central just read it, and now we're going to see what our defense can do against this Knox Central offense. As we said, they're kind of a balanced offense, with the rushing and passing.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they'll do here. That quarterback's incredibly tall.
6'6", Mark Warren. He is in the shotgun. 1 running back behind him, 2 wideouts both ways. Looks like Chadwell's going in motion, coming over back on the left side, and that's going to bring low snap. He's going to throw it, and he's got a man wide open.
That backside receiver.
He's finally brought down out of bounds. I was trying to see who that receiver was. I do believe that was Javante Turner. I do believe. I can't see the number on that young man. It's number 14, and that is indeed Javante Turner, a big target, 6'4". We played back off of him a little bit, and he picks up a first down for Knox Central. They have it at the 31-yard line now. So their first play, they come out with a 12-yard pass, and they make a strike there.
They'll line up in trips here. Trips left.
Turner and Chadwell stacked over on the left side. Can't see who that is out long, but I'm figuring it's Abram Brock, and they try running the ball. Good strong run there from this young man.
Very strong run.
Good-looking run from number 12, Steve Parton. He looked like he was going to be taken down in the backfield and brings it all the way up to about the 36-yard line.
Not bad defense by Harlan County. He's just a strong kid.
Yeah, he just kept those feet churning, pushed forward 5 yards. Is now going to bring up 2nd and 5. And, Harlan County is having to respect the passing game of this team, as we said, because they're such a balanced team.
Let's see what they'll line up in. They've got trips right now.
3 men to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback still in the shotgun. He hands off, and he's met immediately there. That was number 17, Josh Sargent, met him behind the line.
Good to see there after a little injury last week.
Yes, and he's one of those players, you need him on defense. I told him, whether you can come back and play both offense and defense, we need you on defense. And he did a good job right there of stopping that run, backing him up about another yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6 now for the Panthers.
That's a big stop right there as they line up in doubles.
Yep, 2 on each side. Looks like we're going to have a timeout now for Knox Central. This is a big play for them. 3rd and 6. They're going to talk it over. So we'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. It's still 0-0 here at Harlan County High School.
Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Score still stands at 0-0. Both teams are out of the timeout now. It looks like 2:57 now remaining here in the first quarter.
And they'll come back in that same formation, Knox Central will.
Harlan County, their first possession, drove down the field fairly well, and then the drive stalled right around the 30-yard line.
And we'll see what they will do on a big 3rd and 6.
Just had an update from the Harlan-Eastridge game. Eastridge has scored again, and 5:43 remaining in the first quarter. It's now 14-0 Eastridge.
The refs talking to the...
So that spread may have been something that they knew what they were talking about.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know much about Eastridge this year. Yeah, the refs are talking to each other about something, talking to the quarterback.
Not sure what's going on there. But I know that Eastridge has a good quarterback this year. Throwing and running. He's been a strong kid.
You know, and it looks like Knox Central's really came out trying to take advantage with their passing game because they know we have struggled with the passing game so far.
And it looks like they have some good athletes out there. That receiving
They really
core.
do. They have some length at receiver, and they have some speed at receiver.
They do.
Abram Brock, he seems to be the favorite target for the quarterback, you know, on paper. But he has some big targets with Turner, and he has Chadwell out there at the tight end position, just some big bodies that can catch the ball.
But our
Looks like they're
DBs have done
talking-
well. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, they are. I'm sorry. They were talking about, I think I heard somebody saying something about the play clock. Pass is now caught.
Spot
Good
pass
pursuit there from Harlan County.
And
That was caught by number 12, Steve Parton, and he gets it right up to about the 40-yard line, but that's going to bring up 4th and short.
a good
So-
tackle by Jordan there.
It really was a good tackle by Thomas Jordan.
That's exactly how you
at
play that
4th
play.
and 1, it's kind of interesting to see what Knox Central is going to do here. Are they going to go for it and play for field position? Or, I mean, are they going to go for it and try to keep the ball, or are they going to try to punt and keep field position? It looks like they're going to go for it.
They're going to line back out
Warren-
in doubles.
Yep, doubles on both sides. You have Warren back, and they're going to get an offsides penalty against Harlan County. They're going to
Couldn't
call
tell, did that
encroachment.
tackle jump.
Well, Harlan County's trying to say the tackle jumped, but the referees did not agree with them. So that's going to give a first down now. After Harlan County made Knox Central jump on a possession, now Knox Central makes Harlan County jump. And it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Panthers from the 45, and they keep this drive going with 2:29 remaining here in the first quarter.
I noticed on both sides of the ball, they've got some solid linemen.
They really
Very
do.
big kids.
And our linemen are playing fairly well against them so far. We are getting some penetration.
Definitely holding their ground.
Warren lines up. He's looking to throw, and he's going to get hit. But someone falls on coverage, and Chadwell catches the ball and takes it all the way down to about the 38-yard line of Harlan County. Big first down now for the Panthers. That was an impressive catch there from the young man. I didn't catch who was on coverage. It looked like they lost their footing, and it left Chadwell open. And so now Knox Central has it into Harlan County territory.
That was good pursuit by number 87. Just a second off there from a sack. Still line up and motion into trips right. It'll be a handoff.
He's got a nice run there going for this young man.
Takes it all the way
Finally
to the
brought
12.
down there, it looks like, by Thomas Jordan.
Nice little
That
run
was
there.
Spurlock that actually, nope, Jonas Swanner. I'm sorry, I couldn't see his number. He just now turned around. Swanner finally brought him down. That was Seth Tompkins on that carry. He's their main running back. And now Knox Central has the ball at the 12-yard line, and they're knocking on the door with 1:36 remaining here in the first quarter. Now with a shorter field, it's going to be interesting to see what Knox Central does here.
Yeah, for sure. And they're going to line up in doubles.
Still have Tompkins in the backfield. They hand
A
off to
little
Tompkins,
handoff,
and he's
and-
tackled right at the line by number 19, Zach Potter. Good hit there from that young man. Helmet comes off, so he'll have to come out for a play, but good job by him filling that hole. And
Way to run up and make the play right there.
it
by
really
Potter.
was. He didn't wait on the running back. And that's something that you see with teams sometimes. They will wait on a running back, and he didn't do that. He pursued,
Nope.
filled the gap, and he got the tackle.
And that's how you play defense right there.
There's going to be no gain on the play, and that's going to be now 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. I'm impressed with Tompkins as a running back, though. He's quick.
Yeah, he is. He can find those holes and go.
Pass is going over. That's a nice catch there from that young man. Finally brought down there by
Flag
number
down.
41. There is a flag. Looks like it may be a horse collar. Looks like what the indication is. That was Dallas Sargent on the pursuit. Tackled him, but I believe when he went to tackle him, the guy kind of ducked. He didn't really.
Yeah.
He kind of just grabbed a hold of him to take him down to the ground. So we're going to get a personal foul, face mask, not horse collar, against Harlan County. So that's going to push the ball half the distance to the goal, and it's now going to be 1st and goal for the Panthers. Right at about the 2-yard line. So we have 52 seconds now remaining here in the opening quarter. Still 0-0, but the Panthers are knocking on the door, and the clock is running.
Let's see if Harlan County can hold their ground here as they get lined up.
The Knox Central really has a big, strong physical front. They really do. You were talking about that earlier. Some big linemen down there on the line.
Go line up two tight
First time
ends.
I've seen number 12 go under center. That wasn't Warren. And it looks like number 3, Tompkins, finds his way into the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown now for the Panthers. That was Steve Parton there playing in the quarterback position there, going under center. Kind of an interesting thing to see there as they brought in a new quarterback. So it's now going to be 6-0 in favor of Knox Central. 27 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter.
I believe they're going to go.
Looks like they're going to go for two.
Yep. Let's see what they'll do here.
Looks like it's going to be Parton under center once again.
Got one guy out wide. No motion, another.
2 men wide right. He's going to roll with it. Parton is, and he got blocked there by number 3. Good block by Tompkins. I saw him throw his hands up like, hey, I wasn't holding him. But 2-point conversion is good, and just like that, it's now 8-0 in favor of Knox Central with 27 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care LLC has 3 locations offering counseling and therapy to help your recovery from addiction. The Harlan location is 100 Professional Building, Suite 201, phone number 606-573-6650. Phone numbers for the other locations are Pikeville 606-432-5660 and Whitesburg at 606-633-4980. The 4th location at Town Mountain Road in Pikeville is specifically for behavioral health services. That phone number is 606-253-3045. Physician referrals are not required for service, and all major insurances are accepted at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. It's now 8-0 in favor of Knox Central. They scored on their first possession. 27 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and they're set to kick off. Jordan back deep. Another little squib kick. It's going to be picked up in there by Jonas Swanner, and he's trying to elude good special teams defense there from Knox Central. That was number 1, Braden Hinkle on that tackle. Good pursuit by him right there. Some other scores to pass along to you. Eastridge over Harlan 14-0 right now. Estill County over Dayton 7-0. Corbin's over Pulaski 14-0. McCreary over Pineville 7-0. Middlesboro has jumped out to a 27-0 lead on Lincamp, and North Laurel is up 6-0 on Shelby Valley. Brett, I'm going to be interested to see if our offense comes out hot again. You know, we started.
They had a good drive this first drive.
They really did. They started out hot in that first drive, and it kind of stalled down at the 30-yard line. But once again, Griffin in the backfield along with Jordan and Hopkins.
Counter to Hopkins. He's got room.
Good room. And he's going to take it all the way up to about the 45-yard line. I really want to commend number 64 right there. He laid a great block for the Black Bears. That is Isaac Downs. Good block right there on the outside to open that hole up for Hopkins, and he takes it. They're going to mark it at the 46. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Black Bears with 12 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter.
What a run by Hopkins.
That was a nice run.
Offensive line did their jobs just like we were talking about earlier, and Hopkins hit the hole, and that's the result you're going to get. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
And they let the first quarter horn sound, and that's how the first quarter is going to come to an end. Knox Central strikes first. They're up 8-0. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100.
At this time, during the break between the first and second quarter, Harlan County is honoring and welcoming a county coaching legend to Coal Miners Memorial Stadium. This is Bill Music. He was the coach at Loyal Junior High School, and he was an assistant at Kaywood High School through the 1980s on a staff with Jim Cullivan and Perky Bryant, among others. He took over as head coach in Everts in 1989, and he led the Wildcats to 3 of the best seasons in school history. The 1990 Wildcats finished 13-1 and won the school's only regional football title by beating 3-time defending state champ Pikeville 8-7 before falling to Bellevue in the state semifinals. He also coached Scotty Russell, the 1991 Kentucky Mr. Football. We'd like to welcome Mr. Bill Music, Coach Bill Music, to Harlan County High School. Great thing to see this coaching legend coming back, and it looks like Miss Napier was presenting him with a Harlan County Black Bear t-shirt there. But as it stands right now, Knox Central has the lead 8-0 over Harlan County. Not a bad opening quarter. Both teams had good drives starting. Harlan County is now going the other way from right to left. Another score to pass along to you. McCreary County and Pineville now tied up at 7-all. Madison Central's over South Laurel 21-0. Bell County is now over Lincoln 20-0. And Corbin's up 21-6 on Pulaski.
Wow. Did you say Bell was over Lincoln?
Bell is up 20-0 on Lincoln County. Handoff there. It looks like that was maybe Tanner Griffin coming through, and we got some blocks going all the way down the field. Good blocking.
You got to love the energy from that offensive line there.
Tanner Griffin on the carry. He's going to pick up maybe a couple. It's going to bring up now 2nd and 8 from the 48-yard line. Black Bears looking to try to get the ball back over into Knox Central territory. We've done a good job so far of working the run on the line. Like I said, we just had that possession stall when we got it right down into Panther territory last time. So
at Harlan County, that offensive line is really keeping their legs moving and driving and allowing our running backs to be able to get
Reimer
extra
handoff
yards.
to Hopkins. Hopkins is going to keep pushing forward.
He's going to go
He gets across
midfield.
midfield to about the 49-yard line of Knox Central. Going to pick up about 3, so it's going to bring up 3rd and about 5 now for Harlan County.
Hopkins fired up as he walks back into the huddle.
He's one of those running backs. I don't know that I'd want to hit him.
No, he's a big, strong kid.
He looks for contact, too.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he just
almost
lowers,
every play I've noticed this game.
Yeah,
and other games.
He lowers the shoulders and just lunges forward, and I think he gets pumped when he's when he's getting the contact.
Mm-hmm.
His yards after contact, that's a stat I would really like to see from that young man. Reimer under center once again. He's going to hand off now to Jordan. Jordan's got some room.
He's got a lot of space there.
Left side, takes it all the way down to about the 34-yard line. Finally brought down in there by number 1, Braden Hinkle. Good-looking run there from Jordan as he hit that edge. And it's like he turned on the afterburners. Good gain there. It'll be now 1st and 10 for the Black Bears down about the 34-yard line.
Couple big plays by our offense right here.
Yeah, and good blocking from our line, getting a push. It looks like we have someone down on the field. I can't see who that is. It looks like it is a Black Bear.
See if I can.
And this is something, it's one thing this team really can't afford right now is, with the injuries we had last week, we don't want to see anyone hurt from either team.
We do not.
Having trouble seeing who it is.
Let's see here.
You see both teams taking a knee as they're checking on the player on the field. Well, what we'll do with this break is we will give you another update on the Middlesboro game. Middlesboro is now up by a score of 34-0.
That's Griffin. He's up.
Griffin
walking
now coming off the field. He looks to be okay. Don't know, may have just got the wind knocked out of him. Something I always worry with that young man. I know he did have knee surgery a year or two ago, so it's something you're always concerned about. But looks like he's walking off okay. May have got the wind knocked out of him. But I tell you what, Middlesboro has really blown open that game against Lincamp, 34-0.
Wow.
That's impressive. I'm telling you, Middlesboro is good.
They're a very strong team.
And we have a Harlan County team now. Their offense coming to life. Has the ball 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line, trying to answer the score of the Knox Central Panthers. Reimer heading up under center. 3 men in the backfield. Swanner wide to the left. Handoff coming to the first man through. That's Adam Luke Carr, and he's going to keep pushing. He may have gained 1 or 2 on that one. I'm trying to see where the looks like the side judge is marking him a gain of 2. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8 now.
Nice little run by Carr. His first carry of the game.
Another update for you. 1 minute left in the first quarter. East Ridge is 22, Harlan 0. So, that was a score. That was a spread we thought.
It was a little high, but
yeah,
before the first quarter closes.
It's already 22-0. The quarterback you said you talked about, he must be a pretty good little quarterback.
Yeah.
9:37 remaining here in the second quarter. Harlan County has it 2nd and 8 from about the 33-yard line. Handoff coming to Jordan, and he's met immediately in the backfield by number 12, Steve Parton. Jordan was going to head to the left side on that, but Parton came through a hole and just met him right at the 35-yard line.
Just made a good play.
Great play from that young man. It's going to back it up and be 3rd and 11 now.
Just a strong play by him. See what they'll come back out with.
A lot of speed coming from that linebacker position right there.
I will say, they've got big linebackers, but I'm impressed by their speed. Knox Central's linebackers.
He closed the gap quickly on that play. It's an impressive play from the young man. Harlan County now has it 3rd and about 11, kind of in the same position on the other side of the field where our drive stalled last time. Ball, a fumble on the play, on the handoff. We lost it, and Knox Central is going to come away with the ball, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for Knox Central off of that turnover. So now we've had 2 drives stalled, and Knox Central with the ball once again will take over 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. We were worried, kind of the drive stalled last time on the other side of the field, kind of in the same form. And there it looked like almost when we went to hand the ball off, it got knocked out as someone ran through off the hip of someone. And when you have 3 running backs in the backfield, that's something that can happen.
Mm-hmm. A lot of misdirections, Harlan County runs. It's hard to hang on to the ball.
So now Knox Central lines up. They have Warren back in the shotgun once again. Trips to the left, 1 man to the right. Has his running back in the backfield.
Low snap there.
Looks like that play is going to be blown dead. Not sure what the call is. We're waiting to see what the call will be.
It's on Knox Central.
It's going to be a delay of game against the Panthers, and it's going to back them up 5 yards and bring up 1st and 15 now. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the 33-yard line. Same formation now for the Panthers. Warren waits for the snap. He's
drops
passing.
back.
He's heaving that ball down the field, and it's going to sell out of bounds. Good pursuit there from Jonas Swanner. As he was covering the receiver.
Yeah, good coverage there.
I believe that was Turner again. He was trying to get the ball to, and it's kind of neat seeing 2 basketball players battle it out on the football field.
Yeah, for sure.
And, Turner has the height over Swanner there, and he was going to try to use it to his advantage, but that ball sailed out of bounds. Going to bring up 2nd and 15 now. 8:23 remaining here in the second quarter. 8-0 in favor of Knox Central. Harlan County really needs a stop right here.
We can go out in doubles. Little miscommunication on the defensive lineup.
Little screen comes off to good block, and he is going to be gone on that screen. Jonas Swanner may chase him down finally, and he does. Good screen there. They were able to chase him down. He gets all the way down to about the 12-yard line, though. That was a nice little screen there to number 10, Abram Brock. He is, and that's one of those, it's a pass play that's going to go down as major yardage, but it was basically just a little screen, and then Brock did the rest with his feet. Good blocking there from Knox Central as well, as they're yet again knocking on the door here to get into the end zone.
It was a good job by Swanner to save the play there.
Yeah, I really thought Brock was going to take off with it and go to the house, but good foot pursuit by Swanner, and that's what that speed will help you with.
He is fast. Let's send a little motion to the
Looks
right.
like Brock is going in motion. Looks like he's going to hand the ball off here, going wide to the right. Brought down from behind there by number 17, Sargent. He is going to gain a few on that. That's going to bring up now second and probably about 5. Yeah, I believe he gained about 5 on that, so we're going to call it second and 5. So now Knox Central has the ball on the 7-yard line, knocking on the door again, leading 8-0 with 7:43 remaining here in the second quarter.
Second and 5 here. They're going to line up in doubles, I believe, with the tight end on the line.
Looks like Warren's rolling. He's going to look for someone to hit with it, and he passes it off, dumps it off short, right back close to the line of scrimmage. I don't think there's going to be any gain on that play.
No, nice coverage there by the DB.
Good coverage there. That was a nice read there from the quarterback as well. He didn't see anything, didn't want to force it, so he just dumped it off to Brock. That was good pursuit by the defense there as well to stay right on their man, and so it's going to bring up now 3rd and 5 down at the 7-yard line. So this is one of those situations too. They're now in the territory where it's going to be 4-down territory. Because even if they do not, they can get the first down. The first down markers on the 2-yard line. Now they line up with Parton under center, and he hands it off to the second man through. I did not see who the second man through was. I do believe it was Seth Tompkins. Got a little tongue-tied there, and he's going to take it all the way down to about the 3-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and 1. Harlan County got good penetration there.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I thought they had the quarterback before he could even hand it off.
Yeah, because he was trying to hand it to that second man through, and he had just enough time to get it off. He was actually falling, it looked like, as he was handing it off to Tompkins.
Wow.
So this is huge right here, 4th and 1, and he's just going to push forward, and he's going to get it, I do believe. It really depends on the spot. He got a good push from their line right there. Looks like the side judges are right about where the line of scrimmage is, but it looks like from here he's going to have enough for a first down. I'm not going to say he is, but it looks like they're calling it first down. It's 1st and goal. They signal. So now Knox Central has it 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. 6:02 remaining here in the second quarter.
Clock running. Let's see if Harlan County can get a stop here.
This will be a huge defensive stand if they were able to get a stop here on the 2-yard line. I want to see some fire get into these boys right now.
I do as well. They're not doing a bad job holding them here. They will.
And they're going to call. I never saw the ball cross the plane.
I didn't either, but I saw the ref holding up.
He did call it a touchdown, so that's going to be a touchdown there for Knox Central. Harlan County did a good job getting to the ball. He just kept those legs churning and got over the line. And I can see Potter there talking to the side judge, asking him, his legs may have crossed the plane, but the ball
I don't believe the ball did. Yeah, I'm not sure there.
But anyway, it's 14-0 now in favor of Knox Central. Now they're lining up for the extra point attempt.
As they get lined up
and
here.
I believe that was Collins that scored that touchdown for the Black Bears. And I can't see the number on the kicker for Knox Central. I'm looking for it.
He will kick, and it's good.
It's up and good, and that was number 19, Ivy Parton. That young lady puts it through the uprights, and it's now 15-0 in favor of Knox Central.
Love to see it.
5:37 remaining here in the second quarter. We'll come back and see if Harlan County can answer in just a moment on 105.1 WTUK.
Harlan Community TV has served Harlan and the surrounding areas since 1953 and offers digital television service, cable television service including the basic package with 41 channels, expanded basic cable with 96 total channels, and the digital basic with 154 total channels including 25 music channels. Plus you can even get HBO, Showtime, or Cinemax, high-speed internet, and digital telephone service. Don't miss anything on TV with Harlan Community TV, the able cable system. Hometown Urgent Care is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. for lacerations, cough, bronchitis, strep, flu, COVID, and RSV testing, rashes, ear pain, IV hydration, along with medication-assisted weight loss. Hometown Urgent Care accepts most health insurances, including TRICARE, Medicare, and Medicaid. So if you're in need of medical assistance, go by Hometown Urgent Care, where they have the knowledge to heal and the compassion to care in your hometown. Located just off the bypass next to Family Dollar. Phone 57.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Score is 15-0 in favor of Knox Central. 5:37 remaining here in the second quarter. Another score to pass along to you is Pineville 14, McCreary 7. And with 9:25 left in the second quarter, it's 22-6 now. Eastridge on top of Harlan.
Looks like they tried to do an onside kick there, but it did not make 10 yards.
That's going to give Harlan County good field position now to start this drive.
That'll.
I'm trying to see. It looks like he's calling a legal procedure. Or,
yeah, it's going to give us really good field position, it looks like.
And I mean, if.
Yeah, I mean, is that the 37?
And it looks like Harlan County is going to start this drive from the 37-yard line of Knox Central. And, you know, we've had two good drives to start, and then they just stall at about this spot. So it's going to be interesting to see if we can get something going here now.
See if they can punch something in.
Handoff to Hopkins. He's going to hit the hole, and he's going to keep his legs churning, keep pushing. It looks like he's going to take it all the way down to about the 34. So that's going to be a good chunk of yards on that first little run there.
Nice little 3-yard run.
We'll give him 4 on that one. Going to bring up 2nd and 6. I think he was hit at 2.
Yeah.
He just kept those legs churning for 2 more yards.
He's done a great job with that tonight, just staying strong, staying low, and keeping running.
Harlan County in the huddle.
Line up here. We'll bring in number
Reimer going under center.
33. We've
checking his running backs behind him. Looks like we're going to have another flag on the play, maybe. A delay of game now on Harlan County. So after that 4-yard run, that's going to negate that and back us up 5 yards. And it's now going, instead of 2nd and 6, it's now 2nd and 11. That's something you don't want to see right there after you had 2nd and manageable. You know, now it's 2nd and 11. So
they've got Carter Howard at tight end, I believe.
Yeah, Howard in there playing on the line, blocking. Reimer under center in the wishbone. Hands off to Carr. I do believe that's who that was, and he takes it up to right about the 35-yard line. And that's going to now give us basically 3 yards back and make it 3rd and 8 now for the Black Bears.
Reimer will come in with the play.
And this is a position we found ourselves in on 2 drives. We moved the ball down the field fairly well, and then we stall right around the same spot. It's going to be huge for the Harlan County momentum if they could get a first down right here.
Mark, is that Sargent at fullback right there?
It looks like Sargent came back in at fullback.
That's good to see.
And Reimer rolls out and has a pass going to Hopkins, and
Hopkins
it's bobbled around. He almost grabbed it again, and it was almost picked off as well, and now it's going to bring up 4th and 8 for Harlan County. That was one of those situations where if they would have picked that was going to be a pick 6 because there was no one there on that side that was going to be able to – he would have been running full-blown speed. So we catch a break right there. I thought Hopkins was actually going to snag it out of the air. But
Yeah, it looked
now
like he had some room to work with as well.
it's 4th and 8. You know, Harlan County in a situation where they're probably going to have to go for it here on the 35-yard line.
We'll see what they'll come out and do here.
I believe no one saw that play right there coming. I didn't see a
definitely
pass
didn't.
on that play.
Nope. They'll line back up in that same formation.
Swanner down to the left. We have another flag coming, and it's another delay of game against Harlan County. And it's going to back us up 5 more yards yet again. So just it seems like every time we get it between the markers, we have a penalty that's now putting it back. And that's one thing we talked about. We cleaned up last week. We didn't have as many penalties, and now these delay of game penalties are really hurting us, and it's now going to be 4th and right about 13 yards.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the communication there. The motion
Hopkins goes out and right up the middle.
They'll send us
Number
strong
2,
blitz.
Caden Collins comes right up the middle and sacks Reimer right about the 45-yard line. And now Knox Central is going to take over on the 45-yard line. 4:01 remaining now in the second quarter. Knox Central on top, 15-0. Some other scores to pass along to you at halftime. Bell County over Lincoln County, 26-0. So, you know, Lincoln County, they had them at 12-point favorites, and they're facing a 26-0 deficit at half. Madison Central, 28, South Laurel, 0. So there's some other scores to pass along to you. Once again, thank you to Bluegrass Rivals and Paula Hall for getting those scores to us. So with 4:01 remaining, Knox Central takes over, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout now as Coach saw something he did not like. So we'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Nine great schools: Black Mountain, Kaywood, Cumberland, Evarts, Green Hills, James A. Kaywood, Ross Point, Wallens, Harlan County High School. They combine to provide you with an outstanding school district. The Harlan County Public Schools is educating all students with excellence.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. 4:01 remaining here in the second quarter. Knox Central on top, 15-0.
4:01 left in the half. Got 2 in the backfield.
It looks
So
like
motion out to doubles here.
Steve Parton's going to go in motion.
Harlan
Warren
County
now drops
adjusts.
back. He's got a lot of time. He's got a man wide open, and
Oh.
it's Chadwell. And he's going to take it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. And just, you know, just like Coach McCreary was talking about, the big plays are something that we needed to stop, and that's what's hurting us again here tonight. That was one of those plays, too. The DB tried to come up and knock the ball away and missed, and Chadwell, you know, with his height and his size, just went up and got it and took it all the way to the house for a touchdown.
Yeah.
And just like that, Knox Central's up 21-0 over Harlan County. Whatever they did in the timeout right there, it worked. And, you know, teams are starting to take advantage of the passing game against us. They're, you know, that's one area where it seems like we're really struggling is just in that situation. And it looks like we have someone set to kick once again. I'm assuming this is going to be Ivy Parton going. She's the place kicker, and she kick is blocked, but they're going to get offsides against Harlan County, so that'll move the ball up a yard, and they'll probably retry this extra point, or they may go for 2 now that they get it on the 1.
Let's see what they'll do here.
But it looks like Parton's just going to go ahead and set up once again. I mean, that was a perfect strike right there to Chadwell.
Yeah, great ball. They'll get adjusted here. Get lined up. And
Well,
a good
correction.
catch.
This is actually Taylor Payne attempting this one. It's another young lady they have as a place kicker. They're letting both of them have their shots at place kicking. So after Ivy Parton hit hers, and now Taylor Payne's going to try to hit hers. And we're going to have another flag on the play. It's going to be another offsides against Harlan County yet again. So
We were just getting off a little early there on the edge.
Yeah, they're wanting to block the extra point. They're really going after it. And so now it looks like Knox Central. They're going to have the ball on the roughly the half-yard line, maybe at the 1. So they're probably going to go for 2 now as they bring, it looks like number 12, Steve Parton, who usually seems to be in the short field positions. He seems to be the guy going under center. And it's really interesting to see. It seems like in the open field they have Mark Warren back there at quarterback, and then when they get in the close field situations, close to the goal line, Parton takes a lot of the snaps down low.
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
Under center, he's going to hand the ball off, and they went for it, and the defense stood tough, and they held him. So the 2-point conversion is going to be no good. Good job right there by the defense. So even though they were a little antsy with 2 offsides there on the extra point try, they were able to stop the 2-point conversion. And with 3:52 remaining here in the second quarter, the score is 21-0 in favor of Knox Central. We will take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care LLC has 3 locations offering counseling and therapy to help your recovery from addiction. The Harlan location is 100 Professional Building, Suite 201, phone number 606-573-6650. Phone numbers for the other locations are Pikeville 606-432-5660 and Whitesburg at 606-633-4980. The 4th location at Town Mountain Road in Pikeville is specifically for behavioral health services. That phone number is 606-253-3045. Physician referrals are not required for service, and all major insurances are accepted at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. 21-0 in favor of Knox Central off the big touchdown pass from Warren to Chadwell. Good job by the defense holding tough down at the line for the 2-point conversion try.
Bright spot to see there.
Maybe that'll get a little fire under them. Like I said, we've had a couple good drives, and every time it seems like they stall out. A little squib kick now. Good pickup there by Jordan, and he's got a full head of steam, and he hits the gap, all the way. They're not going to catch him. Jordan's going to take it all the way to the house.
Touchdown,
and it's going to be
Harlan
a touchdown, Harlan County. That may be the spark we need right there as he runs it all the way back for a touchdown. Nice looking run there from that young man. And I tell you what, like we talked about earlier, that speed of Jordan and Swanner both, when they get in the open field, they're hard to catch. And maybe that'll give some life to this offense now and life to this team. I see a lot of cheering going on. It's something you want to see right now. And it's now 21-6.
Man, I love
Knox
the atmosphere
Central.
here, Mort.
The fans are out tonight. There are a lot of folks in the stands.
A lot of people here.
And even for Knox Central, they have quite a few fans over there as well.
It doesn't get better than this. Just a great atmosphere all around.
Well, it looks like we're going to go for 2 here as Reimer's going to head up under center. Swanner out wide to the right. Still in the wishbone formation. You have Sargent. And it looks like Knox Central is going to call a timeout. So with that timeout, Harlan County gets on the board. It's 21-6. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion when we come back in just a few minutes on 105.1 WTUK.
Harlan Community TV has served Harlan and the surrounding areas since 1953 and offers digital television service, cable television service including the basic package with 41 channels, expanded basic cable with 96 total channels, and the digital basic with 154 total channels including 25 music channels. Plus you can even get HBO, Showtime, or Cinemax, high-speed internet, and digital telephone service. Don't miss anything on TV with Harlan Community TV, the Able Cable System. Appalachian Community Care.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Coming back out of the timeout now, Harlan County is going to line up and go for the 2-point conversion. It's 21-6 in favor of Knox Central. 3:41 remaining here in the second quarter. Harlan County strikes and gets on the board with a nice kickoff return there from Jordan. Reimer under center, loses the ball, falls on it, so two-point conversion is going to be no good. And as I said, 3:41 remaining here in the second quarter. Harlan County gets on the board. It's 21-6. We'll take it back to station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Nine great schools: Black Mountain, Kaywood, Cumberland, Everts, Green Hills, James A. Kaywood, Ross Point, Wallens, Harlan County High School. They combine to provide you with an outstanding school district. The Harlan County Public Schools is educating all students with excellence in academics, arts, and athletics. Thank you for supporting Harlan County Schools.
Harlan County High School. Harlan County set to kick the ball off. We have 3:41 remaining here in the second quarter. Knox Central is on top, 21-6. There's a flag on the play. I'm not sure what's going on. The side judge over on the far side threw a flag, and he's coming over to, I'm not really sure what's.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Maybe too many people on the field, I do believe is going to be the call.
I believe each team has 11.
Looks like Downs is still kicking the ball for Harlan County. With this being Torres's first week, they may not be wanting to put him under fire too quickly. So that's going to back Harlan County up 5 yards, kicking from the 35-yard line.
Interesting lineup by Knox Central here on the return.
Madison Central's up 28-0 over South Laurel. North Laurel is up 14-0 over Shelby Valley. Harlan County kicks it off, a little squib, and it bounces off the leg of a Knox Central defender, so it shouldn't be a flag.
Great kick there. Oh, no.
They're throwing a flag,
throw the flag. It touched his leg, though.
It looked like it bounced. I think the other side judge is telling him it did bounce off a defender. He just told him. So it looks like he'll pick the flag up, unless he's got a different call on the flag. I'm not really for sure. The ball did go out of bounds right at about the 41-yard line, so it'll be Knox Central ball, 1st and 10 from there. Right now is a big series for Harlan County. We need a defensive stop right here because Knox Central is going to get the ball back at half.
Yeah, let's see what our defense can do.
We got a personal foul against Knox Central on that play.
Okay.
So apparently it wasn't on the kick out of bounds because I saw the two referees down there talking to each other.
It's an odd play to get a personal foul. I'm not sure what happened there.
Must have been somebody hitting somebody out of bounds or something to that effect. I did not see it as either. You know, I was watching the ball as it deflected off the player out of bounds because there's going to be a personal foul against Knox Central. That's going to back them up 15 yards. So that kind of helps things out for Harlan County. It backs them up to the 26-yard line. Now we're really going to have to protect against that pass because they do like having that open field to work with. As the Panthers jog onto the field. Yeah, I was so confused by that flag. I thought he was trying to call it on the kick out of bounds, but it definitely went off a player's leg.
They're going to motion that big tight end into trips on the left side.
Turns around, hands the ball off to his running back. Good pursuit from Harlan County, and he's
met
back there by several different players. It looked like, I believe, Jordan and maybe Potter were back there. Good pursuit by them. And
Potter making some good plays tonight.
Good sportsmanship there by Potter, helping Tompkins up. And, you know, the running back there, you kind of feel bad for him. He had nowhere to go off that because they just read the play well, and that's going to make it now a 3-yard loss and going to be 2nd and 13.
Good pursuit there by Potter.
Very good pursuit.
We're going to have trips right here by Knox Central.
Warren set to take the snap.
Going to look backside.
And he gets a pass over there to Turner. He catches it. Correction, that wasn't Turner. That was number 12, Steve Parton, on that reception. Going to pick up enough for a first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Panthers.
I've noticed at Knox Central, they will line up in trips and then try to go one-on-one with that backside receiver there.
Well, and they have some height. You know, Parton, he's a 6'2 receiver, and they're trying to use that height to their advantage on these one-on-one coverage situations. Going to be a little screen now. Number 12, Parton gets it. He loses his footing and runs right into the hands of two different Harlan County defenders there.
Get him as 5.
That was Jordan there, I believe, on that play yet again, and it looked like number 11 for Harlan County. I'm trying to find out.
Is that Johnny Brock? It's number 11.
I'm going to make sure, and yeah, right, it was Johnny Brock. And Carter Howard's going to get
a big sack
one
there.
For a
Very
sack,
big
and
sack.
takes him down all the way back at the 30, right about the 29-yard line. That was a big sack there for Howard.
Big play by the defense
Really
there.
was a big play. And I tell you what, the long legs of Warren really caused that sack to go more because he took big strides backwards, and Howard caught up with him. Someone missed their assignment there on that block, and it's going to make it 3rd and probably about 17 or 18 right now. Big stand right here.
Probably
the
a pass
can
here.
Get another stop right here. 1:38 remaining in the quarter. You don't want to give up a big pass play here as Warren goes back. He's going to screen it over. Good read there by Carter as he comes back, but the running back. He's fumbled on the play. I did not see who covered it up. That was a big hit right there.
A very nice hit. Did you see who got the hit there?
I did not see who that was came forward. It was either Carter Howard coming back on the hit, or it may have been Swanner.
I think it was Swanner.
And Harlan County comes away with the ball on the bottom of the pile.
And our defense answers.
A big answer right there from the Harlan County defense. Now with a little life pumping.
Absolutely.
And they're going to get the ball back at the 38-yard line with 1:23 left here in the quarter. This would be huge right here if we could get another score before half.
Yeah, the momentum's really on our side right now.
That was a huge hit right there, and it just caused that ball to pop loose.
Nice hit, but I believe Swanner there.
You can't fault the wide receiver there on that fumble because he took a lick.
Yeah, he took a big shot.
He was trying to evade the Carter Howard as he was pursuing him and took a big lick right there. Reimer under center, turns around. Fakes, he's going to throw. This is going to be a pass down to Swanner. He's wide open.
Touchdown!
Touchdown! Harlan County. Perfect strike from Reimer to Swanner. And just like that, Harlan County hits the end zone again, and it's now a football game, 21-12 in favor of Knox Central. And as I said, Harlan County, they had to get something going here. I said it would be huge if we could get a stop and another score before halftime, and they did just that.
And you can see how much of a role Jonas Swanner plays. I believe he makes that big defensive play and then scores right there.
I mean, he's so quick on the field, and Reimer just had to float it out there for him, and it was a perfect pass from Reimer.
Great pass by Reimer.
Beautiful pass, and Swanner stuck to the route and takes it in. So now Harlan County is going to line up and go for two. This is kind of a big possession right here. I want to see him get these 2 points because this will be the difference if it's a 2-possession game or a 1-possession game. Reimer's going to hand it off to Hopkins. He's going to hit the hole and keep those feet moving. He crosses the end zone for 2, and just like that, it's a one-score ball game, 21-14 in favor of Knox Central. 1:17 remaining until the half. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK. Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Brand new football game now as Harlan County trails by a touchdown. It's 21-14 in favor of Knox Central. Squib kick once again, and I couldn't tell.
play
It looked like a Panther tried to grab it, but
No
nevertheless,
flag on the field.
he must have touched it. It goes out of bounds right about the same place at the 41-yard line where they were going to have it earlier, but the personal foul backed them up. So they still have a little time left on the clock. It's 1:16 remaining here in the half. Harlan County needs to get another stop here because Knox Central will get the ball back at half.
Man, I'll tell you, look around. The energy here in the Harlan County section is amazing.
And the defense seems to be fired up now.
Yes, they are.
Those big linemen are talking to each other down there on the front, and they're ready to try to get a stop here. And they're trying to get some pressure on this quarterback because I tell you what, when he's got time in the pocket, he's making some good throws.
Yeah, he is. And they're going to line up in trips left here.
It looks like Turner down to the right. Warren's going to go for Turner, and he
Backside.
makes the pass, and it bounces through the hands of Turner. Looked like Swanner was coming back up to meet him if he would have caught it.
Good coverage there.
Going to bring up now 2nd and 10. Didn't take much time off the clock. 1:13 remaining here in the half.
Let's see what they'll come out with here. Good play by Harlan County.
Blevins talking things over there with the other defensive lineman.
They're going to come out in that same formation there.
Yep. Warren back again. They got Turner down here on the right, 3 men to the left, 1 man in the backfield. Warren's going back to throw the ball.
He's looking
He's
backside.
got time, and he's going deep with it.
Swanner's got good coverage.
Good coverage.
He's intercepted.
It was picked off
Jonas
by
Swanner.
Jonas Swanner down at the 15-yard line. Good job by him. He got
Wow.
inside Javante Turner and just took the ball
Yes, he did.
in the air. I thought at first the ball had bounced loose, but I think that was Swanner's helmet that came off
Yeah,
in
it
the
just popped right off.
interception.
Man, what a play. This guy's making some plays.
And I'm telling you what, he is a difference maker on both defense and
is.
offense, if you've seen. And that was one of the key components Harlan County was missing
Playmaker right
last
here.
week against Whitley County. But it'll now be Harlan County ball 1st and 10. 1:04 left in the quarter, in the half. And now down by a touchdown. 1:04 left. Makes you see what Harlan County does here.
Yeah, I'm hoping they can get down here and score again, get us a tied game at halftime.
I'm looking for possibly a run right here. You know, that's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to see. I can't tell how many. We have no timeouts left. Knox Central only has 1. So this is going to be one of those situations where if we do try to run the ball, we're going to have to try to hit toward the sidelines.
Yeah, for sure. Try to get the clock stopped.
Because the clock is not in your favor right here. But I tell you what a great turn of events there. Our defense has really stepped it up here in the second quarter. You know, it started out in the first quarter. We had a couple drives stalled. And then our defense has stepped it up, and it's turned over and gave our offense some life.
And just excellent coverage there by Swanner.
Looks like I think that's Spurlock lined up wide there. Handoff coming to Hopkins. The ball falls loose. Oh, no, I don't know who's got it. It's a fight for the ball.
Big pile there.
I think Hopkins fell back on it, but they're still battling there on the bottom.
Refs fighting their way through in the pile.
Knox Central's pointing as they have the ball, but I can't tell who's got it. I've not
The
seen
refs
a
haven't
signal
signaled
yet.
yet.
They're saying run the clock. Apparently Harlan County came away with it. He never did indicate, so I'm assuming it's still Harlan County ball. Hopkins must have fell back on the ball. I thought Hopkins had fell on it, but, you know, when you get a big pile on the ground fighting for the ball, anybody can come away with it on the bottom. It doesn't matter if you had it first. You better be eating your Wheaties and be able to fight for the ball.
Because anything goes there in those piles.
But Hopkins is a
dangerous
tough
place.
kid. I would want to try to rip the ball out of his hands. You know, we've had a little issue with our handoffs tonight. I'm hoping we can get that cleared up.
Yeah, not sure what's
Handoff
going
now
on.
coming to
And the ball's
ball
out
comes
again.
loose again. And I believe Knox Central definitely has it now. And now it's going to be Knox Central ball. So after a big turnover from Knox Central, we turn around and give the ball right back to them.
Right at the
down on the
10-yard line, I believe.
There's only 17
9.
seconds left, so this is going to be a big stand here. Defense is going to have to get a stop here because Knox Central is going to be looking to get the ball in the end zone with this short field now. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Man, football is such a crazy sport. Just like that,
Yeah,
after
it
you're
is.
feeling good, a good interception and 2 fumbles back-to-back on carries. Looked like the ball just popped out of the hands. I did not get to see who
Yeah,
that
it
was
looks
carrying
like
the ball.
Somebody just forced a fumble there. Not sure what's going on with their handoffs.
Well, apparently we did have a timeout left because Harlan County just called a timeout. So with 17 seconds remaining here in the first half, it's 21-14 in favor of Knox Central. Quick score to pass along to you. Eastridge on top 22-12 over Harlan. So after being down 22-0, Harlan's fighting back in that game, and it's now 22-12 over in Harlan. At halftime, Corbin's on top of Pulaski by a score of 35-6. Pineville 14, McCreary 13, North Laurel 21, Shelby Valley 0, Clay County 14, Pike County Central 12. That's a surprising score right there, as most people had Clay County picked as a big favorite in that one.
Okay.
They're only on top by 2. Breathitt County is on top of Perry County Central by a score of 28-22, and I don't think anyone saw that one coming. And Madison Central all over South Laurel by a score of 42-0. Knox Central now back on the field. Harlan County's talked it over. This is huge right here.
Big plays, big plays. Hopefully we can keep that clock running.
Warren in the shotgun.
They're going to have trips right. He's going to look
He's
that
hitting his
backside
running-
again.
That was just a good, perfect pass, but he is brought down by Swanner right at the goal line. And the clock is running. They don't have a timeout, so they're trying to get up to the line quickly. The ball's being kicked around.
3 seconds.
3, 2, 1. And he spiked it, but he's.
Wow.
I don't think they're going to give him any time right there. That was crazy. It's showing that the Panthers still had a timeout, so
I'm
I'm not sure what happened right there. The coach from Knox Central is livid as the ball got kicked. It looked like it actually got kicked by Knox Central players. They were going back to the line. They were trying to hurry to the line.
Just got a little scrambled there.
You can't blame the coach right there. You got to be hot. If you're the coach, you're going to be hot right there because he thought he was going to have time
he's still
to get off the play. He's still talking to him. But I tell you what a first half right there, Britt.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of action there. Very energetic game. I'm super excited for the second half.
Yeah, and regardless of what happened there, honestly, it's just been a good football game so far.
Yeah, just a lot of explosive
It came
plays.
out looking like Knox Central was on a roll, and they went up by 2 scores, and Harlan County has fought back. And at halftime, it's 21-14. And
it's a really good game.
We got a great second half coming up. Knox Central will have the ball to begin the second half. We're going to stay here as the Harlan County dance team takes the field. We will let you watch the dance team.
Man, Jonas Swanner, heck of a half.
It was a heck of a half from that young man, especially there in that second quarter. Made a huge play on offense with a pass from Reimer.
Well, 3 plays in a row, wasn't it?
Yeah, 3, and then that defensive interception. He's all over the field tonight.
Playing great, both sides of the ball.
Harlan County dance team, they always do such a great job. These young ladies work hard. And that's something that really adds to the atmosphere at a football game when you have the dance team, the cheerleaders, the band, everyone they do a phenomenal job of just adding to the atmosphere of high school football.
It's been great tonight. I even noticed there was some young kids out there with the cheerleaders. Great to see that as well.
Yeah, they had a lot of the they always host a camp for some of the little girls that come out. And I was actually told that it is Paisley Brackett's birthday. She was one of the little cheerleaders out there, so we want to wish her a happy birthday. She thought I was doing the PA work, and I said, well, I'm on the radio, but I can still wish her happy birthday on the radio. So I want to tell her happy birthday. But good job by the Harlan County dance team there. And we will take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Smile. You're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month. Because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile. You're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month. And let nothing stop you from scrolling, double tapping those cats, commenting on those baby pics. Save that yummy recipe. Because when you get more phone, you have more fun.
Welcome back as the cheerleaders take the field with the little cheerleaders as well joining them. So we're going to let you watch these young ladies cheer their hearts out.
It's great to see. Great to build a program here.
just waiting to. I think they may have played the wrong track for them there. They're waiting. I know some of the girls kind of looking at each other like, I don't think that was the right one.
Yeah, some of those young ones.
You know, I was talking to some of the cheerleaders today, and they were talking about how they were going to come out and do the cheer. They'd practice with the little girls in the little camp that they'd had, and it's always neat to see when these little girls get out here cheering. They don't care; they just want to cheer.
No.
I see one little girl right now down there. She's shaking her arms back and forth, and they just want to cheer.
Just having a blast. Just such a fun environment for these kids.
I'm anxious to see how we come out in the second half. I really am.
I am too. We're super fired up right now, which I love. We've got a lot of energy.
And that play there at the end of the half, that was a break for us. Mm-hmm. I couldn't tell who hit the ball. I thought it got tangled up in feet as they were trying to get the ball on the line. And it looked like once the judge got the ball set, it honestly looked like it got kicked again, like it got tangled up in someone's feet.
Yeah, trying to get lined up.
And I don't think it was a defensive player. But I know that Knox Central's coach was fired up.
He was very upset.
They talked well into as they were walking off the field. And these young ladies doing an excellent job out there on the field.
You know, Mark, I'm kind of excited to see that our special teams has adjusted this week. You know, we've made some real big plays on special teams.
Yeah, we had that big run back by Thomas Jordan. That was huge to get the momentum going for the
really
Black
what
Bears.
got this whole game going.
And then the beautiful pass from Reimer to Swanner was the other one. And like I said, you know, we had several drives that we were moving the ball really well, and it seemed like they stalled around the 30-yard line every time.
Marching band will make their way out.
I think the cheerleaders, we've got a little bit of confusion as the cheerleaders are going back out there. I thought they said the marching band. The marching band was getting ready to come on.
You know, Hopkins has got some good runs tonight, too.
Hopkins really has, and they've done a good job of mixing up who's running the ball. We do, as the cheerleaders are doing this cheer, we do want to recognize the Kentucky Farm Bureau halftime score tracker. Some scores to pass along to you. As I said, at halftime, Corbin up 35-6 over Pulaski County. Pineville, 14. McCreary County Central, 13. North Laurel, 21. Shelby Valley, 0. Clay County, 14, and Pike County Central, 12. I'm telling you, that's a score that really surprises me right there.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of, Clay County was picked as over 20-point favorites in that game. And Pike County Central is really holding their own. Another score that really surprises me is Breathitt County Central, 28-22 over Perry County Central.
Does it say what time in the game?
It does not. Another score, Madison Central, 42 to nothing over South Laurel. McCreary County has actually scored again, and they're now up 21-14 over Pineville. So
wow,
that
sounds like
another
good
as
game.
well. It sounds like another good football game. Sounds like we have several good football games across the region this evening. And the score from Harlan at halftime is East Ridge is on top, I believe, 22-12.
Yes, sir.
22-12 at half there. So good job by the Harlan County cheerleaders as now the Harlan County marching band makes their way to the field.
They'll make their way out.
So what I'm going to do for this piece as the Harlan County band is making their way to the field, we've hit all of the scores on the scoreboard. I do have a final, Frederick Douglass 56 and Paul Lawrence Dunbar 13. Makes you wonder what kind of team Frederick Douglass is, because Paul Lawrence Dunbar was a team I told you had beaten Breathitt County earlier this season, and Breathitt's on top of Perry County right now. But I will try to hold my microphone out the window a little bit so you can hear the Harlan County Marching Band perform this halftime show. Good job there by the Harlan County High School Marching Band, and an excellent job by the cheerleaders, the little cheerleaders, and the dance team as well for the halftime entertainment. And we once again want to thank Kentucky Farm Bureau for just allowing us to do this halftime regional score tracker. And a piece of information I just had passed along to me from Big and Smith. I appreciate the information. He said he was watching the Lexington News. You know, I talked about that Frederick Douglass and the Paul Lawrence Dunbar score being, kind of shocked me that it was, I was like, what kind of powerhouse does Frederick Douglass have? But out of 53 players on a roster for Dunbar, only 20 were available this evening due to COVID-19 and injuries on the team. So that could have something to do with that score. And
just a little bit.
I mean, you're missing 33 players. That's going to be a difference maker in a game. But I appreciate you passing that information along, Biggin. But as it stands here at halftime, we got about 2:58 before we begin the second half. I believe they'll also add another 3 minutes to the clock as they always do. It's 21-14 in favor of Knox Central as they get back on the field stretching things out. Harlan County still in the locker room talking things over. We got a great half of football coming up in just a few minutes. Britt, this has been a fun one so far.
I'm very excited for the second half. This has been amazing.
I am as well. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care LLC has 3 locations offering counseling and therapy to help your recovery from addiction. The Harlan location is 100 Professional Building, Suite 201, phone number 606-573-6650. Phone numbers for the other locations are Pikeville 606-432-5660 and Whitesburg at 606-633-4980. The 4th location at Town Mountain Road in Pikeville is specifically for behavioral health services. That phone number is 606-253-3045. Physician referrals are not required for service, and all major insurances are accepted at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
For over 80 years, Harris Insurance Agency in Harlan has been providing customers with peace of mind by insuring their homes and autos at affordable rates. But did you know that Harris Insurance Agency also provides coverage for motorcycles, boats, and recreational vehicles? They also have top-notch business coverage with sound and secure insurance from Grange and Progressive. Harris Insurance Agency on Eversole Street in Harlan.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
For over 80 years, Harris Insurance Agency in Harlan has been providing customers with peace of mind by insuring their homes and autos at affordable rates. But did you know that Harris Insurance Agency also provides coverage for motorcycles, boats, and recreational vehicles? They also have top-notch business coverage with sound and secure insurance from Grange and Progressive. Harris Insurance Agency on Eversole Street in Harlan. Smile.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Mark Lawson along with Britt Lawson getting ready to kick off the second half, and Knox Central will be receiving to begin this half. They lead right now by a score of 21-14. Tell you what, it was a crazy second quarter of action we had there.
Yes, it was.
And I'm hoping the rest of this game is just as interesting. We do want to thank all of our sponsors, Monticello Bank, Harris Insurance, Appalachian Community Care, LLC, Cricket Wireless, Harlan Fiscal Court, Hearthside Bank, Appalachian Wireless, Harlan County Board of Education, Hometown Urgent Care, and Harlan Community TV. And also thanks again to Kentucky Farm Bureau for the regional score tracker there at halftime. Thank you to all these sponsors that make bringing these games to you guys each and every week possible. We greatly appreciate you. And on the kickoff,
I think we attempted an onside kick there, but didn't make 10 yards quite.
so it looks like Knox Central is going to have good field position to begin the second half. They're going to be starting in Black Bear territory on the 48-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
So going to be anxious to see how both teams come out and respond right here.
I'm super excited to see how this defense plays right here.
I tell you, a score I just had passed along to me at halftime, Letcher County Central 22, Hazard 0.
Wow.
After some of the plays I've seen put on by Hazard, that's a score that's a little bit shocking to me.
Very shocking. All right. They got two in the backfield.
Looks like he's going to try to do a little screen pass. Couldn't get it to the man he wanted
Pump
to,
fakes
but
it, but he will break
commit too
away.
far. And they're not going to catch him.
He's going to take it all
They're
the
not
way.
going to catch him. And he takes it all the way to the house. First play of the second half, and I believe that was that Parton or was that Brock? I can't see if it's 10 or 12.
Sure.
I believe that was number 10, Abram Brock, on that catch. And honestly, that was not the receiver that they intended to throw the ball to. He was covered up fairly well, and then we overcommitted coming in against Brock, and he just ran past everybody and takes it to the house for a touchdown. 12 seconds into the second half, and now Knox Central goes back up by a 2-score lead. Looks like Knox Central is going to try to kick the extra point once again. It's up. It's no good. And it's now 27-14, 11:48 remaining here in the third quarter. And Knox Central draws blood first with a big strike, 48-yard little screen pass for a touchdown. And they now lead by 13. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care LLC has 3 locations offering counseling and therapy to help your recovery from addiction. The Harlan location is 100 Professional Building, Suite 201, phone number 606-573-6650. Phone numbers for the other locations are Pikeville 606-432-5660 and Whitesburg at 606-633-4980. The 4th location at Town Mountain Road in Pikeville is specifically for behavioral health services. That phone number is 606-253-3045. Physician referrals are not required for service, and all major insurances are accepted at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. A quick strike there from Knox Central. They now lead by 13. Harlan County set to receive. Looks like they're going to try another little squib kick. It bounces off a Harlan County player, but picked up immediately there by Potter, I do believe it was, and he's going to be tackled right where he was. Going to have the ball right about the 42-yard line. It's not backfield position now for Harlan County to begin their first drive of the second half, and it's going to be, I think it'd be huge right here if Harlan County can answer.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm excited to see how Harlan County answers right here.
I think if they can march down and get a score here, we're going to keep things interesting this game.
Let's see what they will call right here.
Harlan County breaks the huddle. Sargent in the backfield along with Adam Luke Carr and DeMarco Hopkins wide out to the right. Reimer turns around and gives it to Hopkins. Looked like Sargent may have tripped there on the he was supposed to be the initial blocker, and he tripped, and it helps Knox Central get some penetration there. And it looks like we're only going to gain maybe 1 on that. Going to bring up 2nd and 9 now.
Let's see what they'll come out with here.
Seems like we've had a little miscommunication this week.
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
not
backfield.
sure what's going on in that backfield. Maybe just some different bodies. Kind of mixing things up. Not sure. Reimer will bring in the play.
Harlan County breaking the huddle. Jonah Swanner coming out here wide to the left. Same guys in the backfield. Sargent leading the way with Hopkins on the left. Luke Carr on the right. Goes to Carr, and he busts through the hole, and he's going to gain probably 4 or 5 on that. Good little run. Good little burst by him. And good sportsmanship there by number 70. That's Hunter Messers. He made the tackle and then helps him up.
Carter Howard will come into the game at tight end.
So they gave him a game maybe of about 3 right there. It's going to be third and a long 6. I just heard him say 3rd and 6. I'm going to say it's more like 3rd and 7 maybe.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long 6 yards, but Harlan County back in the huddle. It's going to be huge right here. They need a first down here, keeping this drive alive. You don't want to go 4 and out and give Knox Central the momentum once again. Handoff
to
comes
Carr.
to Carr. He about lost it, and he twists his way forward across the 50-yard line. Looks like he made it to about they're going to mark him right at the 50, and it's going to bring up 4th and 2 now from, going to be a long 2 as well. So it's just marked on the Harlan County side of the 50-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and 2, and it looks like Harlan County is bringing some new players onto the field.
Might be punting.
Maybe going to be a punting situation here. You don't want to give Knox Central good field position here.
They will be punting.
Bless you to whoever that was. So Hopkins lined up to kick the punt. And I tell you what, he has a good leg on him.
He does have a good leg. Let's see how far he can kick here.
Good snap, good punt. Looked like a good kick at first, but it kind of sailed out of bounds, maybe off the side of his foot. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 34-yard line. So that's basically only about a 16-yard punt on that after all is said and done. So 27-14, 9:17 remaining in the third quarter. Knox Central has the ball once again. 6:42 left in the third, and Corbin is up 42-6 over Pulaski County. So Corbin is absolutely having their way right now.
And this Corbin team is just a very tough team.
I'm pretty sure Corbin has a couple players that Kentucky's been looking at.
I know of one because
I
he
know,
ran track.
Travion Longmire, I do believe he's going to be going to UK. Handoff now comes to, that was to Tompkins. He's going to, he keeps breaking tackles.
Breaks another one.
And he's finally brought down by Swanner at the 47-yard line. He should have been tackled 4 times right there and just not a good job of wrapping up. He just kept his feet moving, and he's going to break free for a first down.
Really slippery kid there.
And you have a player here on the Knox Central team, Chadwell. He's also being looked at by UK. He's got the height and the size to be a solid tight end.
Yeah, he does.
And he has a little bit of speed. He showed it there on the big, long touchdown pass to him earlier. He's lined up once again on the right along with another receiver. Receiver on the left, 2 men in the backfield. Handoff coming there. He's going to be wrapped up. But I tell you what, man, these running backs keep churning. Tackled, it looked like Potter had a hold of him in the backfield, and Tompkins just keeps those legs moving and picks up about 4 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Good run there from that young man.
Yeah, he's just a hard kid to tackle.
Once again, he has 2 running backs in the backfield, one to his right, one directly behind him. He's turning around for a screen pass to Turner again. We have someone with a good stiff arm by Turner, and he's going to finally be ran out of bounds right about the 30-yard line. Good stiff arm by that young man as he had a defender on him. And he just put his hand out and pushed forward. Good yards after catch there for Turner. Call those yak yards.
Yep.
Good job from that young man. Takes it down the 30-yard line.
I've seen a lot of screen passes this game.
They really have pulled off a lot of screen passes. They now have the ball on the 30-yard line, knocking on the door yet again.
Let's see what they will line up in. The
Warren
same formation.
Looking over to the sideline.
Snaps the
Takes
ball.
the snap, looking to
Gonna drop
pass. He's
back.
going to go deep. He's got a man, but he's
Backside.
being covered well.
Is that Swanner with a second pick?
And I thought Swanner was going to pick it off again, but it went through his hands. And good coverage by Swanner.
Great coverage.
So incomplete pass, almost picked off by Swanner. Had great position there. Another score to pass along, Madison Central 42, South Laurel 0. North Laurel's now over Shelby Valley 35-0. I tell you what, the Pineville-McCreary Central game seems to be a good one. Pineville scored. It's now McCreary leading 21-20. McCreary's up by 1. So that's some good ball games going on across the region this evening. Warren back again, 2nd and 10 now from the 30.
Left.
8:02 remaining here in the third quarter. Warren gets a snap. He's looking for a receiver, but he's being swarmed, and Carter Howard almost gets to him. He breaks free, throws it long. There's nobody there. So it's going to be another incomplete pass. Good job by Carter Howard there to get pressure on the quarterback. He stuck his paw out there trying to strip that ball away. Brings up 3rd and 10 now for the Knox Central Panthers. And, they're on the 30. This is probably 4-down territory is what we're looking at. So I really want to see if the Black Bears can step up on defense here and get a stop.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're going to pass one more time, and hopefully we can get a stop here and leave them on 4th and 10.
Knox Central checking their wrists, checking their plays.
Going to go out in doubles.
Warren lined up again. Shotgun, 1 running back. You got doubles, 2 wide on both sides. Howard fires it there to Chadwell, a little high, goes off Chadwell's hands. You have to misfire when you're throwing to a 6'5 receiver and you throw it a little high.
It's going to 4th and 10.
Yeah, it's 4th and 10. He ran a good route right there to Chadwell. The ball just sailed on him a little bit. So it's going to be 4th and 10 from the 30. So Knox Central has some decisions to make here. Are they going to try to pin the Black Bears deep, or are they going to go for it? And it looks like Warren's coming back out there, so they are definitely going for it. As I said, I felt this was going to be 4-down territory.
Yeah.
Big play right here. Harlan County desperately needs a stop.
They're adjusting the defense here.
Down by 2 scores. 2 wideouts on both sides again. And Harlan County jumps off sides, encroachments. So that's going to give 5 more yards to the Panthers and bring up now 4th and 5. So it's a much more manageable 4th down now for the Panthers.
Seen a lot of hard counts on by both teams.
And, we had just bragged about how we had cleaned up a lot of the flags, and it seems like it's starting to hurt us a little bit again. Once again, though, still 4th down, 5 yards to go, 7:49 remaining. Harlan County down by 13, 27-14. And this would be a huge stop right here.
Yes, it
Come out in
would.
the same formation, 2 wide on both sides.
Let's see what they'll do here.
Warren gets
drop
the
back.
ball, a little pass going across the middle, and
He
it is.
brings it in.
Oh,
He
it comes
drops
out.
it.
They're going to call incomplete. I thought he had that pass. Can't see the number. He looks like he maybe a
little slow
little
to get
shaken
up.
up on the play.
That's number.
Can't see the number from the
I
angle.
believe
I'm
it's number
sitting.
10.
That's number 10. That'd be Abram Brock. And
Yep.
come away with a break right there, as I thought he caught that ball, but it was knocked out of there. Good coverage by the Black Bears there.
Yes,
Good
it
job
was.
of knocking the ball away.
Big play there.
Now
Big
it's
play.
1st and 10 for the Black Bears from the 25-yard line. So this is another huge possession. We need to get a score here. 7:43 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if we can get something going. Another score to pass along. Prestonsburg 14, Powell 6. Bell County is now on top of Lincoln County by a score of 33-7 as well.
Wow. It's another
Handoff comes to Josh Sargent. He's
He-
plowing his way forward, lowers that shoulder.
Gets about 12.
I think he got about 14
Got
on
about
that one. If
14?
they're marking him there at the 39-yard line, he just lowered that shoulder, kind of like Hopkins, looking for somebody to hit. That's what happens when you give a defensive player the ball on offense.
Yes, sir. Glad to see him with the ball this
So
game.
1st down for the Black Bears. Good way to start that drive. Now have the ball up at the 39-yard line. And that's good to see there from Sargent.
Mm-hmm.
I was worried, after he took that helmet to the sternum last week, he was hurting pretty bad. But luckily it was just a deep, deep bruise, and he's back in there. Reimer goes under center.
Snapping.
Handoff to Sargent once again. This time, Knox Central meets him at the line. And it's maybe gives him about a yard on the play. It's going to be now 2nd and 9.
Let's see what they'll line up with here. So they're getting the play.
Breaking the huddle now. Swanner coming out wide to the left. Once again, Sargent, Carr, and Hopkins in the wishbone behind Reimer.
Get lined up here.
Looks like a fake pitch,
Pass.
and it's going to be another long pass.
Swanner.
And Swanner
He's
has
there.
him beaten.
He's got it.
And he runs out of bounds about the 25-yard line. I tell you what, he kind of stumbled as he caught that, or he'd have been to the house again. Another beautiful
Great pass.
A connection there between Reimer and Swanner, and Harlan County now has the ball at the 25-yard line of Knox Central. 1st and 10. I tell you what, I think I'm seeing our passing game's coming along.
I really love the connection with Swanner and Reimer here. You can really tell there's a connection.
And I tell you what, Reimer's got a lot of faith in his receiver there as well.
He
He's
does.
just putting it out there where only Swanner can get it. And
There's a
Swanner's
lot
going
of
up
trust
and
with
getting it.
those two.
Reimer goes under center again. Same formation. Swanner up wide
Move to
right.
Hopkins.
Hopkins gets it. He comes through the hole, takes it
He'll
all the
get
way
about-
down close to the 15-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark him maybe just short, about the 16. So it's going to be
About 9.
now, it looks like it'll be maybe 2nd and 1, a very short one.
Another great run by Hopkins. Getting a little energy in this offense here. As they'll get lined back up.
Break the huddle. Reimer goes under center. Same formation. Swanner set wide to the right. Handoff coming through to Sargent. He's going to try to barrel his way through. He gets close to the line, back to the line, 1st down marker. So I believe it's going to be a 1st down. They were just trying to make sure to get the 1st down there. Looks like the side judge did point forward, so it'll be 1st and 10 now for Harlan County from the 15-yard line. Score to pass along to you, a final out of Pikeville. Pikeville 20 and Wheelersburg, Ohio 7. So good win there from Pikeville. Reimer going under center yet again. Same formation. Swanner out wide to the right. Handoff to Hopkins. He pops to the outside. He gets hit immediately. Good pursuit and tackle there for number 12, Steve Parton. Hopkins looks like no gain on the play, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
It's a good play by a D lineman there.
It really was.
that's how they are coached to do that as well. So, get line back up here. About 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
5:06 to be exact. Still 27-14 in favor of Knox Central. Harlan County knocking on the door, trying to get one of those scores back right here.
Swanner out wide left.
Swanner wide left this time. Hopkins goes in motion, and Reimer is being pursued, and he's going to be sacked. I don't know what happened right there. A little miscommunication. That's going to be a loss of 10, though. It takes us all the way back to, looks like about the 20. Actually, it's going to be a loss of about 7, not 10. Misread the placement of the ball, so it's going to be 3rd and 17 now. I tell you what, Knox Central's doing a good job of reading those plays and take a little longer to develop. I think when they saw Hopkins go in motion, they kind of knew that was going to be a pass play, and they just keyed in on Reimer.
Yep, they sure did. They know that motion, and they're blitzing hard.
4:14 remaining here in the third quarter. 3rd and long now for Harlan County. Reimer goes under center. Swanner out wide to the left. It looks like we're looking to pass, and he's sacked once again. And that's going to be, it looked like number 8, KT Turner. He just came straight through and just, I mean, nobody touched him.
Nope,
came
a couple
straight
big plays.
through and sacked Reimer, and that backs us up even further now. We're going to be all the way back at the 30-yard line, so it's 4th and 25.
They've really adjusted to our passing right here.
They really have. They're reading it. It seems like it's taking a little longer, and we're missing some blocks, and they're sending extra men through, and it's just not working in our favor at all. Good adjustment there from the Panthers. So 4th and a country mile, pretty much. It's 4th and 25. We got to reach the 5-yard line for a first down.
They're just sending their backers.
And I don't know how they got through the line so quick. I'm shocked there was not. They brought the house.
Well, those backers have the snap timed perfectly, and as soon as he's snapping it, they're right at the line of scrimmage, full speed.
I tell you what, a big stand there from Knox Central as Harlan County was knocking on the door. It's going to be a turnover on downs. And, you know, it shocked me as quick as they got in the backfield. Like, our offensive line didn't even have time to respond. And looks like Knox Central will take over again, so we're going to have to ask our defense to step up and make a hold here. 3:12 remaining here in the third quarter. It's 27-14 in favor of Knox Central, and they got a little momentum on their side after that big stop right there on defense. Some huge tackles for losses.
Going to go trips right. Central does.
2 running backs, 1 on either side. Looks like they're going to hand
off
off
the
to
weak
number
side.
14. Or no, I'm sorry, that was number 12.
Big blocks, and he'll get about
hand off to Parton. He takes it all the way
18.
into Black Bear territory, all the way down to about the – looks like he's going to take it down to about the 40 – or actually the 49-yard line. So he is in Black Bear territory, and it's going to be about a 16-yard run for that young man. It'll be 1st and 10 now for Knox Central.
They really like going on the weak side of plays.
They really are, and they're using their speed to hit that outside edge. Final out of Bell County 33, Lincoln County 14. That's a final out of Bell.
Knox Central snap. They'll throw it.
They gave Parton all kinds of room, and he catches the ball, and he takes it out of bounds finally at about the – looks like 36-yard line. Another first down now for the Black Bears. We're giving their receivers all kinds of room.
We really are.
Another update out of Harlan, 28-20 now in favor of Eastridge. So Harlan, the Harlan Green Dragons, after being down 22-0, have fought back, and it's now 28-20, and they are within striking distance.
And Knox Central's going to line up in doubles here.
Warren turns around. Oh, he's met immediately. There's Josh Sargent again. I tell you what, he is a difference maker on defense. And he meets Tompkins right in the backfield.
Nice hit there.
Nice hit. And it looks like somebody just went down for Harlan County. I don't know if it's a cramp or if he's hurt his ankle.
Cramp.
It's now going to be 2nd and 11, but can't tell if it's a
sure
cramp.
What's going on?
But he's talking to the coach. I tell you what, them cramps, I know people get tired of seeing people. Cramps hurt.
Yes, they do. They will bring you to the ground.
Yes, they will. I've had some wicked leg cramps just in the middle of the night and have to jump out of bed just to try to get them to stop. You got to stretch it out. But with this injury timeout, we'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK. Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Warren in the backfield. Gets the snap. He was in the shotgun. Good. Oh man.
Just barely missed.
Swanner barely missed that. And Chadwell's going to take it all the way to the end zone. Nobody can bring him down. That's a touchdown for Chadwell. Swanner almost picked that off. Just a fraction, a millisecond late on that.
Yeah.
And Chadwell takes it to the house for a touchdown. That now puts Knox Central on top, 33-14. So 33-14, 2:04 now remaining here in the third quarter. And Knox Central's came out and scored twice in the second half, and we've yet to answer. And the clock is now not on our side. We're going to have to do something and do it fast. Looks like Knox Central's going to line up and go for two.
See what they'll come out with here. Still line up here.
Looks like
He'll
he's
roll
rolling
out.
out. Wide open in the end zone there is the receiver. I did not see which number that was that caught that, but two-point conversion is good. Nice power pass. Now Knox Central goes up by 3 scores. It's 35-14 with 2:04 remaining here in the third quarter. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care LLC has 3 locations offering counseling and therapy to help your recovery from addiction. The Harlan location is 100 Professional Building, Suite 201. Phone number 606-573-6650. Phone numbers for the other locations are Pikeville 606-432-5660 and Whitesburg at 606-633-4980. The 4th location at Town Mountain Road in Pikeville is specifically for behavioral health services. That phone number is 606-253-3045. Physician referrals are not required for service, and all major insurances are accepted at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
Smile. You're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile. You're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, and let nothing stop you from scrolling, double tapping those cats, commenting on those baby pics.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Trying to see who that is on that kickoff return. It may have been Swanner. I can't really tell. Now we got some pushing and shoving down there from players.
Getting a little aggressive. And
Could not see who that was on the return.
Flag out on the field.
There is a flag on the field. I believe that was number 20, Jordan, on the return. So there is a flag. I'm not sure. It's probably, with the shoving I saw, it's probably going to be a personal foul against Knox Central. I couldn't really tell what was going on there, but with that personal foul, I thought maybe it would be offsetting penalties, but it's going to be a 15-yard penalty, so that's going to push Harlan County all the way into Knox Central territory, and Harlan County is going to start this possession on the 44-yard line of Knox Central.
You know, I've noticed a lot of big penalties by both teams.
Yeah, and costly penalties, because right there you have Harlan County. They have them back, and they give them 15 yards right off the kickoff. I mean, it's just a free 15 yards.
I've seen that both ways.
But it seems like once we get past the 50, we've struggled. We have struggled with the
hard
ball.
time finding the end zone.
Another score to pass along to you. Now Corbin on top of Pulaski, 49-6. That's all Red Hounds in that game. McCreary County Central is now up by a score of 27-20 over Pineville. Reimer goes under center.
Hopkins motions out.
Handoff. It looks like there's going to be a false start call there against Harlan County. I'm not sure who they're going to get that on. Final out of Middlesboro, 34, Middlesboro, Lynn Camp 0. So the defense for Middlesboro really stepped up there.
Yes, they did.
Not allowing a score for Lynn Camp. So that's going to back Harlan County up 5 yards, bring up 1st and 15. Hopkins came in motion. I'm not sure who the false start went against.
I'm not sure either.
Because I didn't see Hopkins doing anything in there, but I was actually watching him in motion.
Well, I'm not sure if you noticed, but it was going to be a run play.
It was going to be a run. They were handing off to Luke Carr, it looked like.
So that was a new play. I haven't seen that before.
Reimer under center yet again. Hopkins in motion. Handoff comes to
that
Carr.
same
Same play. Carr squirts through, takes it all the way up to about the 38-yard line, maybe
Great
the 39.
run.
Correction, it's going to be the 38. So a good run by him and a good chunk of yards right there, and it's now going to bring up 2nd and maybe about 4. So that's going to be that really helps out there after that penalty.
Yeah. Good run by Carr.
And, you know, when they saw Hopkins in motion, you know that they're thinking pass.
That play
Automatically.
really throws them off.
Because that was one of the only pass plays we'd really connected on in a couple games was that screen to Hopkins. Now, Swanner's really added that deep threat. Now Hopkins gets it going across the side. We got a flag in the area of where it would be a hold. Hopkins gets the first down, but I do believe it's going to come back. They threw that right toward the line of scrimmage. So I believe they're going to get a hold against Harlan County. There's been so many flags here this evening.
Yes, there has been.
And it looks like we have a player from Knox Central down over there right about the 39-yard line. I hope that young man's okay. So they're calling a chop block against Harlan County, so that's going to negate that good run and first down pickup there. And
players on both sides taking knees.
Looks like they got him up. I can't see who that is from here.
Is that number 9, I believe?
I believe that it's either.
Let me see if I can get a look.
Can't tell if it's 8 or 9.
I cannot tell. I believe it was number 9.
So that block, that chop block, is going to back us up all the way back into our territory at the 46-yard line. So now it's going to be, after having it 2nd and short, getting the first down, the chop block now makes it, 2nd and about 20.
20, yep. We're going to have 2 receivers out.
Flags have really hurt us this game.
Probably a pass.
Handoff coming to Hopkins.
Hopkins.
Following his blocker. Does a good job following the blocker.
He
and
stays
keeps
up.
pushing forward. And he gets it all the way back to the – we got some more pushing and shoving going on now.
Getting a little physical.
Getting a little chippy down there.
Everybody's a little bit of –
Just play football. Fellas, come on.
Refs do a good job breaking it up there.
Yep. I'm not sure what happened there. It's football. You got to be physical.
Yeah, just physical play.
And it was a good run by Hopkins. Took it all the way back to about the 42-yard line of Knox Central. So it was going to bring up a 3rd and manageable. But now they have flags all over the field. So, very good chance this could be offsetting penalties. I really don't know here. It depends on if they got 3 penalties or if they have 2. There are 3 flags on the field. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
We only have 43 seconds left here in this 3rd quarter. Knox Central on top by 21, 35-14. Waiting for the signal from the White Hat to see what the flags are for. Looks like dead ball, personal foul against Harlan County. Dead ball, personal foul against Knox Central. And another personal foul against Harlan County. So apparently 2 personal fouls against Harlan County and 1 against Knox Central. I really don't see how that wasn't just offsetting because I saw players pushing and shoving all over the place.
I'm not sure on that.
So that's going to, after that decent run back there by Hopkins, that's going to back us up 15 more yards from the spot wherever he had the ball there. Once again, penalties. Football is an emotional game.
It really is.
But you got to keep your head. You got
to keep your cool.
You can't let flags,
because they can really change the game.
They really can, and it's really starting to hurt us here in the second half. Looks like they're still discussing something over there. I'm not really sure what's going on.
Yeah, just giving them a little break. Oh, there's
Looks
still a
like
flag
he's-
on the ground. I'm not sure.
So I'm trying to see what. So now it's going to be back into Harlan County territory where they'll have the ball.
Again, yeah.
We'll call this 2nd and 25. The penalty's really hurting us right now. Some more finals to pass along. As I said, Bell County 33-14 over Lincoln. Corbin, a final 49-6 over Pulaski. Big win there for Corbin. We got 2 wideouts to the far right for Harlan County. This
Jordan the
not
slot.
passing, though. They give it to Hopkins. He's going to push his way forward and keep pushing. And there's a big pile now, and let's probably gained about 3 on that play. So it's going to bring up, should be 3rd and probably about 22 now.
I've got about 17 seconds left in the third quarter.
Time is still ticking away. Still
Looks like they'll
35-14. They're
jog
saying
off the
this is
field.
4th down. Apparently, off the personal foul, we lost the down, I guess.
They may have.
So
I'm not
it's
sure.
going to be 4th and long, and we're just going to let the clock run out, I do believe. And there's still a second left on the clock. I'm trying
There
to
it
see what's
goes.
going on. It finally goes off. So just like that, the third quarter comes to an end. Knox Central with 2 scores in the quarter, and they now lead 35-14 over Harlan County. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC. Hometown Urgent Care is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. for lacerations, cough, bronchitis, strep, flu, COVID, and RSV testing, rashes, ear pain, IV hydration, along with medication-assisted weight loss. Hometown Urgent Care accepts most health insurances, including TRICARE, Medicare, and Medicaid. If you're in need of medical assistance, go by Hometown.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Looks like it's about 3rd and, oh, no, we're punting. So it was a 4th down. Good punt there by Hopkins. Takes the ball down to about the 22-yard line where it'll be downed. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for Knox Central. Tell you what, Knox Central's really came out in the second half and played really good football.
They really have.
They've stuck to their game plan, and they've, when we came back and made it 21-14, going into the locker rooms, I was like, we're going to have a good half on our hands, and it seems like things have just went downhill.
Yeah, penalties have hurt us a lot.
And that's one thing, it's got to be frustrating as a coach, are the penalties, because that's something that can be fixed.
Yeah, we just have to be stronger mentally.
Knox Central gets to the line.
And part of that is, like we said, we're young, and that's hard.
Warren in the shotgun, running back beside him and behind. Looks like he's going to pass.
Another
He's gonna
screen.
come over another screen. Good stiff arm there. And he's breaking it. And, how are we missing some of these tackles? And finally brought down there. I believe that was Potter or Spurlock one that brought him down. He tackled him pretty hard. That was Abram Brock. I tell you what, man, that young man has some speed.
He does.
And takes it down to just at the 40-yard line of Harlan County. It seems like we're missing some tackles.
Yeah, and those kids like him, they're really hard to tackle one-on-one.
And I'm going to give a lot of credit right now to Knox Central. They're doing an excellent job when they receive the ball. Like, their stiff arm There are some strong kids.
Yeah, they are.
They're doing a good job.
Because it's every play. Let's see what they'll line up in. The same formation.
Same formation, 2 wide right, 1 to the left. It looks like a
Handoff.
handoff's coming, and he's going to be met at the line by big Connor Blevins. Nowhere to go for him. Probably a tackle for loss there by Blevins. That was, I believe, Tompkins on the carry again.
Jordan in on the tackle as well.
Probably lost about a yard. Good job there stopping the run.
We've had a lot better run defense this game, I've noticed.
Yeah, our run defense has seemed to be a lot better. And it's like, I heard Coach McCurry had talked to Mr. John Henson about the big plays. That's one thing we got to learn. That's the one thing that really starts hurting us. Just stopping those big plays. And it looks like everyone moved. I'm not sure. They're going to call encroachment against Harlan County. It looked like it was a false start against Knox Central, but they're going to call that on
Did you
Harlan
see that
County.
tackle? That tackle's who you thought moved?
Yeah, that's
who I
it
thought
looked like
too.
moved to me. I know Blevins is not happy with that call because he was blocking him.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to make it now 2nd and 5. Another score to pass along to you. Paintsville 26, Somerset 0 in the 4th quarter. Once again, thank you to Bluegrass Rivals and Paula Hall for getting these scores.
So they're going to go back in doubles.
Doubles on each side. Tompkins behind Warren.
He's going to drop
Looking
back.
to pass, dropping back. He's being pursued by Blevins, and
Blevins
Blevins
gets a
has
big
him.
sack.
I tell you, something scares me for Warren is the way he holds that ball out as he's being tackled. He needs to tuck that ball. That can be dangerous, holding that ball out like that. Good job there by Blevins, showing a little speed off that line. Big sack.
Harlan County's defensive line has really impressed me tonight. 2 big sacks.
It's now going to be 3rd and 17, it looks like.
About 9:45 left in the game.
I honestly don't know if Warren was thinking about maybe trying to throw it.
I'm
and
not
get
sure
it
what
away,
he was thinking.
Man, that's scary. Looks like they're
He's
going for a
gonna drop
pass.
it,
They got a
another
screen.
screen.
And
it's
picked
big
off.
He's going all the way.
Goodness.
It's a pick
He
6.
read that one, and he's going to get a flag now for taunting as he turns around and waves. Unnecessary flag. But just like that.
That's Jonas Swanner, isn't it?
I don't think so. It looks
it-
like number 3.
I
do
can't
believe
tell.
that's Gavin Spurlock.
No, that is Gavin Spurlock. You're right.
That was Gavin Spurlock.
Perfectly
He
read.
read that screen pass that time.
They've been waiting for it all night.
He has,
and he
and
does.
he takes it to the house for a touchdown. But after on the touchdown,
Got a
he is going to
flag.
get a flag there for unsportsmanlike for taunting, as he turned around and waved. And here's what kills me: it was a beautiful play, an awesome interception, a pick 6, and then we get a flag.
Yeah, we just can't be doing stuff like that.
So I'm assuming this will be assessed on the kickoff, is when that will be assessed, as Harlan County comes out now. There's a huge turn right there. Good score, and Harlan
Big
County
play,
needed it.
yeah.
9:27 now remaining here in the 4th quarter. That's going to put us within 2 scores.
They're going to go for 2, I believe.
They are going for 2.
Let's see what they'll come up with on a 2-point conversion.
So if Harlan is able to get this ball into the end zone, Jordan looks like there's a little confusion. Reimer's now running over to get the play in. I saw Jordan holding his hands up like, what's the play? So they get over here.
Let's see what they'll line up and do here.
Here comes the handoff to Hopkins. He's pushing his way forward.
It'll be
Everybody
close.
pushing, dragging. He's not going to make it. Good stand there from Knox Central. And he did not make it in, so 2-point conversion is no good. But with 9:27 remaining in the game, Harlan County cuts into that lead. It's now 35-20 in favor of Knox Central. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1.
Smile. You're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile. You're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, and let nothing stop you from scrolling, double tapping those cats, commenting on those baby pics. Save that yummy recipe, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile. You're on Cricket.
Appalachian Community Care LLC has 3 locations offering counseling and therapy.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. After the interception, the pick six, it's now 35-20 in favor of Knox Central. And after the flag, it's going to back us up, and we're going to be kicking the ball from the 25-yard line. And it looks like we're trying for an onside kick.
And we could.
And it went 10
That's a good
yards,
play.
and it's covered up.
Good play by Knox Central.
Yep, good job getting on the ball there from that young man. That was number 12, Steve Parton, covering the ball up. And now
That's a hard
Knox,
play to make, you know.
It really is.
That's scary.
And Knox Central is now going to have the ball in good field territory, as they're going to have it on the 36-yard line. 9:27 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Another score to pass along to you. The beginning of the fourth quarter, Estill County is on top of Dayton, 44-8. And another score beginning the fourth quarter. Man, Letcher County Central 36, Hazard 0.
It really shocks me.
It really, I mean, I know Letcher Central has a really good football team this year, but that's a score that really, really shocks me right now.
I'm impressed by that defense. All right. They'll get lined up here. Doubles are going to motion number 10 into trips. He's going to drop
He's
back.
passing. He's got a man, and it goes through his hands there. Brock couldn't grab a hold of it. I think that was Brock. It could have been Parton. I couldn't tell from here. I'm going to bring up 2nd and 10 now. And now Harlan has taken a lead over Eastridge, 32-28. Another update to pass along to you. I tell you what, that's some comeback for the Green Dragons after they were down 22-0 to start that game.
You love to hear it.
2nd 10 now. Has trips onto the right, running back to his right, and another running back behind him.
There.
Warren's looking to pass. It's going to be a screen, but he throws it over the head of Turner, and it sails out of bounds. I believe Turner would have
up there.
He did. You know, he showed his basketball skill right there, getting some air. And I'm telling you, we're lucky that sailed over his head, because they had a good screen set up there, and Turner would have definitely had a first down probably out of that if he'd have caught that ball. But now it brings up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, the way they bunched up those receivers right there.
Barn burner over with Clay County and Pike County Central, 36-28. Clay County in the lead, beginning of the fourth quarter there. Another score to pass along.
And I have 2 in the backfield, and they're going to bunch their receivers up again.
You know, they have them bunched up over here on the left side. Looks like he's going to hand it
off
off.
to the weak side. They love going weak side.
Slips through, but Connor Blevins comes and tackles him from behind. Good little run there.
It's going to bring 4th, I believe, isn't it? 4th down?
That was that Tompkins on that carry, or was that number 2? It looked like Caden Collins on that carry. I believe that's number 2, Collins, on the carry. And it's going to be 4th and 5 now for the Panthers. They're just running some time off the clock, 8:55 remaining.
Big play right here.
This would be a huge stop for the Black Bears if they could get a stop right here on 4th down. Looks like they're kind of lining up in the same formation. You got Chadwell and Turner lined up, stacked. Another wide receiver wide to the left. Now we're going to have a timeout for Clay County, or I'm sorry, not Clay County. I just said their score. Timeout for Knox Central. They're going to talk things over, as this is a big play right here. If Harlan County's defense can stand, this could be a whole new ball game. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
9 great schools: Black Mountain, Kaywood, Cumberland, Evarts, Green Hills, James A. Kaywood, Ross Point, Wallens, Harlan County High School. They combine to provide you with an outstanding school district. The Harlan County Public Schools is educating all students with excellence in academics, arts, and athletics. Thank you for supporting Harlan County Schools.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
Welcome back. Yard line. We had him in the backfield. Oh man, nice
just
run
gotta make
right
that
there
tackle.
from Barton. Big fourth down conversion there for Knox Central. Harlan County had it read. They had that pitch read, and the clock is now running. It's 8:28 remaining here in the fourth quarter. That was huge. Huge turn of events right there. If we could have had a stop right there, I believe that would have been a big stop, and Harlan County maybe could have got a little momentum back.
Just got to get better on our open field tackles there. We'll get lined up.
Looks like now they have Parton running the quarterback. He's under
Power
center.
set.
Hands the ball to Tompkins. He bounces off, and he's going to get through.
Breaks
Once again,
2 or 3 tackles.
we missed tackles, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown for Knox Central. That's now going to put the score 41-20 in favor of the Panthers. And with 7:57 remaining in the game, time is not on our side.
Yeah, the Black Bears really have to wrap up when they're tackling here.
Going to line up to try for the extra point kick. They're going to give Taylor Payne another chance at the extra point try. It's up. It looked good, and it is good. And just like that, it's 42-20 now, and Knox County Central is now on top, 22 points with 7:57 remaining here in the fourth quarter. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
9 great schools: Black Mountain, Kaywood, Cumberland, Evarts, Green Hills, James A. Kaywood, Ross Point, Wallens, Harlan County High School. They combine to provide you with an outstanding school district. The Harlan County Public Schools is educating all students with excellence in academics, arts, and athletics. Thank you for supporting Harlan County Schools.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Knox Central with that last score goes on top 42-20 with 7:57 remaining. Someone did pass along to me the Associated Press poll. Knox Central is ranked 10th on that press poll in Class 4A, and Letcher County Central is ranked 9th. So Harlan County falls on that squib kick, and they'll take over now at about the 42-yard line. Another final score to pass along to you. Madison Central 69, South Laurel 6. Madison Central with a big win over South Laurel.
Yeah, that's a lot of points.
That's definitely a lot of points. Beechwood 49, Simon Kenton 21. Another score to pass along. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Black Bears from the 42-yard line. If they're going to do something, they got to do it now.
Yeah, they do. I'm hoping to see a couple of big plays here. Wonder if they can get another pass off to Swanner.
Reimer comes under center.
But Spurlock, so they've got wide.
Spurlock is wide to the right. Handoff comes to Hopkins.
Met at the line.
Looked like a face mask there. There probably is a good tackle there at first. His number 50. Somebody's helping him back up there. It was number 50 on the tackle. I don't have a number 50 on my roster unless that's Devin Hoskins. I believe it might be. It says his away jersey's number 50. Now, I thought he got a piece of the face mask. He didn't have it at first, but then when Hopkins pushed forward, it looked like his hand slipped down. So it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 10 now for Harlan County, back over into Panther territory. And the thing is, I don't believe that was an intentional face mask. It was just a case of where the hand slipped down as Hopkins was moving forward.
Yeah, it's hard when you're going full speed to wrap up perfectly.
And good sportsmanship from the young man as he helped Hopkins back up. So the clock is still running, 7:46 remaining. Harlan County now has the ball on the Panther 39-yard line. Reimer goes under center. Turns around, hands it off to Hopkins once again. He follows his blocker and goes to the outside and takes it to about the, looks like about
2 or 3 there.
Yeah, maybe got a couple on that one.
Following Sargent there.
We'll give him 1 on that. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9 now.
Let's see what they'll come out with here.
Harlan County in the huddle. They break the huddle.
7 minutes left. They'll get lined up here.
Turns around like he's going to pitch, and he's going to try to throw the ball, and he just floats it over. It looks like we were going for another deep pass there, and I tell you what, the Panthers are doing a good job getting through the line.
Yeah, wasn't giving him a whole lot of time there.
And it seems like those plays where it's taking us a little longer to develop, we're having a hard time getting those plays off right now. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 8 now, 3rd and 9 from about the 38-yard line. And I tell you, it seems like every time between the 30 and the 40-yard line, we've had
a lot of trouble
stalled.
there. Hopefully we can overcome that right here. Well,
Handoff
misdirection.
comes to Carr, and he has a
explodes out of
huge
there.
hole. Takes it all the way down to about the 22-yard line. Good run there from that young man. And I believe he's going to pick up enough for a first down, most certainly. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now for Harlan County from the 22-yard line. Clock still running. 6:37 remaining. Another final to pass along to you. West Carter 22, East Carter 16. Now they have a running clock in Letcher County Central late in the 4th quarter. Letcher County Central wins 36-0 over Hazard. I'm telling you, that's a score that shocks me.
I did not see that coming.
Handoff comes to Carr again, and he's going right through the middle once again.
He's going to bring it all the way up to the 5.
That was a beautiful run.
Great run. Back-to-back runs by Carr.
And it feels like they've been keying on Hopkins, so now they're taking the pressure off of him because Carr he's a heck of a little running back himself. And
he is.
He's hitting that middle and taking
He runs
off.
so hard. Very reliable.
So it's 1st and goal now for the Black Bears. But I tell you what, Hazard not putting up any points against Letcher County Central.
That shocks me.
It does me too. Or it says a lot about Letcher County's defense.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking earlier.
Looks like we're going to have a
timeout by Knox
signal
Central.
to Knox Central. Timeout. Harlan's going to have it 1st and goal. Roughly 6 minutes left. Harlan County knocking on the door. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Harlan County has it 1st and goal from the 4. Reimer under center.
Looking to punch in a score right
It's
here.
like Spurlock wide to the left, and we're going to have a false start or an encroachment. Looks like it's going to be a false start against Harlan County. So instead of first and goal from the 4 now, it's going to be first and goal from the 9. Another penalty hurting us there a little bit, and I think Blevins holding his arms out like he thought somebody may have jumped at him. Thought it may have been encroachment.
Got to be more disciplined on those plays. Still bringing the play change. 6:02 left in the game.
Reimer goes under center. Spurlock wide to the right. Handoff coming, same play right there once again to Adam Luke Carr, and he takes it down back to the 4 to the original spot. So he gets 5 yards back, and it's going to be second and goal from about the 4.
Good run by Carr.
Another score update for you right now. Harlan leading Eastridge 38-32 with 4:21 remaining. That would be a big win for the Green Dragons if they can hold on to that lead.
For sure.
Handoff coming to Hopkins now. Good tackle in there by the Panthers. I'm trying to see what number that was that got a hold of Hopkins. I believe it was number 57 maybe? I don't see a 57. It might have been Chadwell. I couldn't really tell who had a hold of him there. It could have been Chadwell. But that was a good tackle from that young man, whoever it was. But that's probably gains about a yard or 2 on that, so it's going to be third and goal from the 2. But I tell you what, you don't see Hopkins many times when he's hit taken down immediately.
No,
that was a good
that's
stop.
rarity. See if he can punch it in
Handoff
here.
now coming to Carr, and he's pushing
gonna
his
be
way
close.
forward. It's close. I cannot tell. I mean, he was right on the goal line, if not. And I thought he got across the line, but it's hard to tell from this angle.
Let's see what they'll call here.
Now, they're going to call him short. It's going to be, I mean, that ball has to be sniffing that goal line, though.
Yeah.
It's going to be 4th and inches. And
Let's see who they'll give it to right here.
I mean, you got to go for it here. Another final score to pass along to you: Central 37, Belfry 6. Bryan Station 25, Scott County 21. Another football game. Harlan County's now going to go for it, 4th and goal from about the 1-inch line. And we got a sneak from Reimer, and he takes it right up the middle for a touchdown. Black Bears. Nice little play there by Reimer, using that length, 6'6", to sneak into the end zone. He's the type of kid, he could be about from the 2-yard line and fall forward and about get a first down. But touchdown for Harlan County. Now lead is 16 for the Panthers. Only 4:18 remaining. Harlan County will be going for 2 here. And this has been a lot better ball game than the score indicates, because I tell you what, it's been a lot of back and forth. Harlan County had a lot of momentum there in that second quarter. But
it really has been.
Knox Central came out and took the momentum back in the third. Reimer under center. Turns around, hands it to Hopkins. And he was moving forward, and a good tackle there from number 50 brings him down. Good tackle from that young man.
Yeah, it
nice
was.
Tackle
Met
from
him right
Hoskins.
there.
So 2-point conversion's no good, and Knox Central is on top 42-26 with 4:18 remaining here in the fourth quarter. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK. Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Harlan County set to kick off from the 40. 4:18 remaining in the game. Little onside kick attempt, and it's there,
kick.
and we get it. We got a
it's a
flag on the
flag.
play, but
I think it has to touch the ground first before you can touch it. And I don't think you let it hit the ground
I
first.
can't say I know that exact rule for that one, but I mean, I know it went 10 yards, and Harlan County did get the ball. It took Adam Luke Carr grabbed it, so I'm going to see what happened there. I know it was 10 yards. I do know that. I'm not really quite sure what the flag's going to be. They're calling an illegal procedure, false start against Harlan County.
Yeah, I believe it's just where it didn't touch the ground that last time, and he caught it there. So it'll be Knox Central
See,
ball.
I'm learning something new every day. I didn't know it had to touch the ground. I thought as long as it traveled 10 yards, it was
Yeah,
fair
I think
game.
it has to touch the ground like past the 50 there before they can
I got
grab
you.
it.
So it looks like Harlan County will be kicking again. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, and they'll be kicking now from the 35.
They'll get lined up here.
That could have been a huge play right there.
Yeah, good.
Had they recovered that, that would have been huge.
I bet they'll try again right here. See if they can do it. But Knox Central's going to adjust.
So kicking from the 35, it looks like Knox Central has a lot of their, we call it the hands unit, closer
Yeah.
to the front now for the onside kick attempt. Downs is going to go for it again, and it bounces that time, and it went long, and it looks like Harlan County.
Harlan County, no.
They're saying Knox Central got it, and Harlan County
Man,
has the
Harlan-
ball. I'm confused right there. They're still
I'm not
pointing.
sure on that call.
Now they're pointing Harlan County's ball. One referee was pointing to Knox Central. The other
He
one's pointing
was.
to Harlan County. It's going to be Harlan County ball, 1st and 10. And that's a big play.
Very big play. I thought they would try again, and
That
it
ball
worked.
took a wicked bounce.
Yeah,
it
good
really
kick
did.
there.
It was a good kick by Downs.
It's great to see.
And it's kind of one of those situations where Harlan County, I mean, they kind of have to go for it, you know, being down 2 scores with 4:12 left. And looks like the referees are over talking to the Knox Central sidelines. I don't know what the argument would be there because it did look like it was touched by a Knox Central player. And
No,
then
that
Harlan
was
County
fair,
grabbed it.
yeah. That was the correct call.
It's going to be 1st and 10 now for Harlan County on the Knox Central 48-yard line. So
They're still on the field.
4:12 remaining in the game. All kinds of clapping going on up here from both sides. I'm hearing it on every side. So 4:12 remaining here in the fourth quarter. It's 42-26. Knox Central in the lead. 48-yard line. So this is a big play. This is a big series right here. Harlan County really needs to score quick.
Yes, they
and,
do.
you know, being a ground and pound type team, we're going to see what happens. They turn around and
interested.
hand the ball off to Carr, and he goes up the middle, and they're waiting on him that time.
Yep.
Good job of shedding the block right there. Chadwell was on a block, and he just shed the block and made the tackle. So
I'm very impressed by these linebackers from Knox Central.
they are playing lights out.
Very well coached.
We will give him a yard on that carry, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 9. Clock still running, 3:48 left on the clock.
Let's see what they'll come out and do here.
Same formation for Harlan County. Swanner lined up. Handoff coming to
Hopkins.
Hopkins, and he's going to trip
Not
over
a lot of room there.
his lead blocker. Probably picked up a couple on that. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 7. Clock still running. You know, we've taken a lot of time here. This is one of those situations we're going to have to look to strike and strike quick.
Let's see what they'll do here.
Clock
Huddled up.
still running, 3rd and 7.
3 minutes left.
Reimer goes under center. Turns around,
gonna drop
fakes, and
back.
he's going to drop back and pass it
double
deep
coverage.
to Swanner.
It's intercepted, I believe.
And it's picked off there. And that was picked off by, I cannot see who that
number
young man
10, I believe. Is that correct? Or is that number 8?
It's number 10, Abram
10?
Brock with the interception. Good interception there from Brock.
Double coverage.
It was one of
Swanner
those
there.
things, Harlan County had to kind of go for it there. You
Yep.
had to go for that pass. They were waiting on it. They were ready for it. Good coverage there from those guys. Had Swanner in double coverage. So it's going to be Knox Central ball now. The pass was picked off at about the 7-yard line. Correction, make that the 8-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Knox Central. And, if they get a couple first downs here, they can just pretty much run out the clock.
I believe so.
I look for them to run the ball quite a bit here. I mean, Harlan County still has all 3 timeouts. Being down 2 scores and now Central with the ball, it's going to be hard to make a comeback here.
Going to motion a guy out.
Looks like Parton's under center
slot.
now. He's going to run the ball. He just takes it and runs. And good quarterback keeper there from Parton as Harlan County's
really
trying to
faked
strip
everybody.
the ball from him, but he picks up probably 14 or 15 yards. Takes it out to about the 26-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 now for Knox Central as 2:35 remains here in the 4th quarter, and the clock is running.
Knox Central line back up here.
A final out of, after Breathitt County being on top of Perry County Central battles back and wins that game 43-36.
Wow. Did
Another-
not see that coming.
That was another good game there between Perry County Central and
A lot of
Breathitt
good
County.
games
Fumble
tonight.
on the play. Heads up play there from a Knox Central Panther to fall on it, though.
A lot of fumbles by both sides.
It makes you wonder if maybe the cooler temperature
I'm not sure.
maybe having a little effect on it.
I was wondering the same thing. I'm not sure what it is.
Clock is still running, even though they lost a few on that play. It's going to be 2nd 12, 1:49 remaining. Knox Central they're just going to let the clock run.
Yeah, 1:40 left. The clock will wind.
It'll be 2nd and 12 now.
Knox Central quick on the ball.
And it looks like you're going to have probably a delay of game here. Only 1:24 remaining in the game, so it's going to knock Knox Central up 5 yards. But with 1:24 remaining, this is all kind of for show here at the end. This has been a pretty good football game.
Really has been. Saw a lot of bright spots here by Harlan County.
And then you saw some areas we're going to have to work on and continue to clean up as well.
For sure.
But, after, we came out and got punched in the mouth, we were down, was it 21-0?
I believe so.
And we came back and we scored 2 and went into the half down 21-14, and Knox Central came back and answered here in the second half early. Looks like Tompkins on the carry, finally brought down there about the 25-yard line.
Gonna make it.
Correction, that was Caden Collins on that carry. It's really hard to tell from up here if it's a 2 or a 3 on the jersey.
Hard to see, yeah.
Clock still ticking. Now
About a
brings
minute
up
left.
3rd and about 11. A minute left in the game.
So jog back out to bring in the play.
They're just going to have to run pretty much one more play, and that'll be the game here from Harlan County. Parton's going
And
to
he's
keep
gonna
it and
keep
run. He's finally going to be brought down there, but he takes it all the way out to about the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, but I really don't think Knox Central will even have to run another play now, because once they mark this ball and the play clock starts,
Yep.
it should be enough time to run the clock, and referee winding that arm. So Knox Central's not going to have to snap the ball again.
Now they'll get in the.
I see the
Kneel
coaches telling them just
formation.
to wait because there's, difference between the game clock and the play clock. There's no,
No.
the game clock's going to run out before the play clock does. And, at the start of this game, Knox Central was favored as 13-point favorites, and they end up winning the game by 16. So that was a pretty close spread right there. But some of these other spreads really haven't met the mark tonight.
No, they've not.
But that does it here at Harlan County. The final score, Knox Central wins 42-26 over Harlan County. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break, then we'll come back and do a wrap-up You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
For over 80 years, Harris Insurance Agency in Harlan has been providing customers with peace of mind by insuring their homes and autos at affordable rates. But did you know that Harris Insurance Agency also provides coverage for motorcycles, boats, and recreational vehicles? They also have top-notch business coverage with sound and secure insurance from Grange and Progressive. Harris Insurance Agency on Eversole Street in Harlan. Smile. You're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile. You're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, and let nothing stop you from scrolling, double tapping those cats, commenting on those baby pics. Save that yummy recipe, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile. You're on Cricket.
Hometown Urgent Care is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. for lacerations, cough, bronchitis, strep, flu, COVID, and RSV testing, rashes, ear pain, IV hydration, along with medication-assisted weight loss. Hometown Urgent Care accepts most health insurances, including TRICARE, Medicare, and Medicaid. If you're in need of medical assistance, go by Hometown Urgent Care, where they have the knowledge to heal and the compassion to care in your hometown. Located just off the bypass next to Family Dollar. Phone 573-9939.
For over 80 years, Harris Insurance Agency in Harlan has been providing customers with peace of mind by insuring their homes and autos at affordable rates. But did you know that Harris Insurance Agency also provides coverage for motorcycles, boats, and recreational vehicles? They also have top-notch business coverage with sound and secure insurance from Grange and Progressive. Harris Insurance Agency on Eversole Street in Harlan.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC, has 3 locations offering counseling and therapy to help your recovery from addiction. The Harlan location is 100 Professional Building, Suite 201, phone number 606-573-6650. Phone numbers for the other locations are Pikeville 606-432-5660 and Whitesburg at 606-633-4980. The 4th location at Town Mountain Road in Pikeville is specifically for behavioral health services. That phone number is 606-253-3045. Physician referrals are not required for service, and all major insurances are accepted at Appalachian Community Care, LLC. 9 great schools: Black Mountain, Kaywood, Cumberland, Evarts, Green Hills, James A. Kaywood, Ross Point, Wallens, Harlan County High School. They combine to provide you with an outstanding school district. The Harlan County Public Schools is educating all students with excellence in academics, arts, and athletics. Thank you for supporting Harlan County Schools.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Your final score, Knox County Central going away winners 42-26 over Harlan County. Tell you what, the score really doesn't indicate how this game was kind of back and forth there for a while. It was really a game of momentum. Knox County Central came out, scored first, put up quite a few points there at the beginning. I think you said we said they were up 21-0. I believe
so, yeah.
And Harlan County came back and scored 14 unanswered. Went into the half, score of 21-14, but then the Panthers came out in the second half, put 2 scores on the board, and it kind of an uphill battle since that point. One thing I do love is the Black Bears, they never quit.
They didn't.
Several opportunities there toward the end of the game where I thought they were going to make it a much tighter game. But like we talked about, we had several drives that just stalled at the most inopportune times.
It was good to score that last time as well. Get those points in.
And I tell you what, I think we're seeing a little fire there between Reimer and Swanner on that deep connection they had there with the pass, and that's something. Everyone focuses on the run because they know we have all these running backs and a good line, and being able to open up the field a little bit, and them having teams have to respect the pass will really add something to this team.
Yeah, it really will open the playbook a lot and help DeMarco out some too.
Another score to pass along to you right now. Eastridge scored once again, and they're on top 40-38 over Harlan with 1:25 left. But now Harlan has the ball at their 45-yard line, so they're going to have one last chance. That seems like another good football game.
Yes, it does.
Once again, some other scores to pass along to you. Once again, thank you to Bluegrass Rivals and Paula Hall for getting us these scores. Let's see here. I'm trying to find all of our scores. Madison Central 69-6 over South Laurel. Beechwood 49-21 over Simon Kenton. And the score that really shocks me tonight is Letcher County Central 36 and Hazard 0.
That's very shocking.
That's
based off the team we saw.
I'm telling you what, that Hazard team, when we went to Hazard, that was a tough team.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of speed. Max Johnson did it all in that game. But
has me wondering what that defense looks like.
yeah, it really makes me wonder. And, that's a team we're going to be going to face. That's a team in our district, Letcher County Central. Another team in our district, Perry County Central, came back and defeats Breathitt County by a score of 43-36. I do believe the last score I saw, Clay County.
I was about to ask.
Clay County had defeated. I've got so many scores here on my list. I'm trying to find them all. Let's look through here. Prestonsburg was up 14-6 on Powell last I saw. Bell County ended up defeating Lincoln County. So Lincoln County was favored in that game. And, I told you, going into Log Mountain, it's a different atmosphere.
It really is.
It's
hard to win a ball game.
And honestly, going on the road anywhere and getting a win's big.
It is.
And so, Knox Central really has to be proud of their team and the effort they put in here this evening. Middlesboro 34-0 over Lynn Camp. Paintsville 26-0 over Somerset. That was at the start of the fourth quarter. The last I saw the Clay County game at the beginning of the fourth quarter, Clay County was up 36-28 over Pike County Central. And that's a team that Harlan County will be traveling to play next week. They're going to be going in to face off against Pike County Central. And it looks like that team is starting to turn things around and playing Clay County pretty tough tonight.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Still don't have the final on that score, but as I said, Harlan County will be traveling to Pike County Central next Friday. And Knox Central, looks like they have Paintsville coming in to their place. So they're finally going to get to play their first home game of the season after their first home game got canceled due to COVID from the team that was coming in to play them. That was South Laurel. That's something that's really it throws a wrench into a lot of games. I was looking the last couple of weeks, we'd had a lot of games that had been canceled. A lot of games have been canceled in the first few weeks from COVID. And I think there were only like 10 games so far that had been canceled today from COVID. The only one of those that would be semi-close would have been the Floyd Central Leslie County game. That game got canceled. Garrett County had another cancel for COVID, and that was an issue they were having because that was the game we were looking forward to last week between them and Middlesboro. And it looks like there is 57 seconds left. Harlan has it 2nd and 6.
On the goal
I
line,
believe it's
right?
2nd and goal.
Yeah. On the 6.
So we're going to try to keep you updated on this score. Clock is running, so Harlan Green Dragons are knocking on the door to try to punch it into the end zone to defeat
the
East Ridge. And East Ridge was favored by 25 points. So that's a big game for them.
Yeah, it's a very big game, especially for them to be favored so high.
But as it stands here, our final score, 42-26, Knox County Central goes away with the win. I'm looking right here. Someone just sent me an update. KHSAA COVID-19 game cancellation dashboard. Apparently I need to be in touch with this with this website. 82 games were called off through next week, including 37 volleyball, 19 girls soccer, and 17 boys soccer, and 12 football games due to virus exposures. So,
Wow.
I'd only been looking at the football side of it, but thank you to Jeff Phillips for passing that information along. And that's something that's rampant right now, and it can change your plans from one day to the next here. You can have players, if they have to quarantine, if they're around someone that's been exposed, and now they're doing the new test to stay, where you can take a test every day that you come back, and as long as you have a negative test result, you can stay. So it may end up turning into a test to stay and a test to play. Harlan was able to take it into the end zone with 33 seconds left. Cade Middleton, I'm not sure who got it in there. The conversion was complete, and Harlan went up 46-40 with 32 seconds left in that game. So Harlan has a good chance of walking away winners in a game that they were favored to lose by 25 points.
Yeah, that is.
So there's
incredible.
been some great football games going on all throughout.
A lot of close games.
All throughout the region. It's been a lot of fun seeing all these scores come through, and I want to say a big thank you once again to Bluegrass Rivals and to Paula Hall for sending me a lot of these scores. We greatly appreciate them. Thanks to Jeff Capps. He sent some scores to us. We greatly appreciate you guys keeping us informed. And also to Sean Burnett back at the station was sending us some updates on the East Ridge and Harlan game. But, Britt, another fun night.
Yes, sir. Glad to be here.
We didn't come away with the win, but another great night of calling the game alongside you. I always get to enjoy spending time with my nephew.
I enjoy spending time with you. It's always fun with you.
Good time being up here. A big special thank you to Michael Scott, our main man up here running pretty much running everything except our headsets. He's controlling the sound on those. He's he keeps the scoreboard on the screen. He keeps the video going, running the camera. Good
He's
job
a trooper
to Michael
for sure.
Scott. We appreciate you, buddy. He's the one that also will sit and make faces at us as we're trying to talk during the game. So if you ever hear us chuckle, you can blame it on Michael Scott. But we appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. We also want to give a thank you to all of our sponsors once again. Finding my list here: Monticello Bank, Harris Insurance, Cricket Wireless, Appalachian Community Care, LLC, Harlan Fiscal Court, Appalachian Wireless, Hearthside Bank, Harlan County Board of Education, Hometown Urgent Care, Harlan Community TV. Thank you to all of our sponsors, and also another thank you to Kentucky Farm Bureau for sponsoring our halftime score tracker. And we hope to be back with you guys next week, as Harlan County will be traveling over to Pike County Central. It'll be radio only, but me and Britt will be there with bells on waiting for that game.
Yes, sir.
As always, we hope each and every one of you have a good night, and God bless.